Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of This Is a Basketball Show. Saketh Kodori, Giacomo Imperiali, Nate Perez, Matt Friedman. I'm your host, Ben Chadwick. Guys, we got another jam-packed episode. Last episode, arguably our greatest we've ever done. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a very fun time. This one might be even better. We got the spicy guac take, of course. We got Freed's top 5, and then we're doing an all-time NBA draft. 10 rounds, 2 rounds for all-time best uniforms, and then 1 round for the best coach of all time. And that'll wrap it up. We'll do our rankings at the end of where we think each other's lineups would go. And that should wrap up the episode. It's easier said than done. It's going to be a long one. So strap in. It's a very fun episode we have planned. And, of course, let us start the fun with this week's spicy guac take. There's the sign up there.
Well, we got that nice little sign behind me. I brought up the sign because it's a special occasion today. So I'm ready for some controversy today. I have a really, really good take today. So let me start. Nate and Saketh, I know you guys weren't there for the first couple of episodes of the show. Earlier in the year, when we were going in the preseason and in the first week or two, I claimed two teams that I think are going to be surpass expectations than what they were. One was the Indiana Pacers. That hit. Indiana Pacers are currently the 4th seed in the East, 4th best record in the East, producing one of the best defenses in the league, and no one expects them to be this good. That hit. The second one that hit is
hold on. That hit 15 games into the year. In an 82-game season.
I'm just saying, so far.
No.
Okay, like preseason, where you're not very low on them, and do you not disagree?
No, let him talk.
Yeah.
But continue. I just
it's
want
right
to clarify.
So far, it's right.
Okay,
I'm right
so far.
Yeah.
So far, I'm right. The second one so far I'm right on is the Sacramento Kings. I claimed them early in the season. I said that they were a very good team, and I think that there would be a good team, which is going to lead me into my take. My hot take is, as of right now, the Sacramento Kings are a top 10 team in the league. As of right now.
No.
I want to try and control this a little bit. I think we go around the circle and we get.
Well, I'm gonna defend it first.
Sure. All right, go ahead. If you want to do that
so
first,
I'm gonna throw you out some numbers. They have their big 3. They have Fox, they have Sabonis, they have Herter. 5th best offense in the league, 9th best defense in the league. Their wins are more impressive than other teams that may have a bit better records than them. Here are some of their wins. Beat Matt's favorite team, the Cavs, by almost up by 9 on the road. Beat the Heat on the road. Beat the 2-0 Warriors on the road. And blew out the Nets by 30. Those are 4 very impressive wins. Very impressive wins. For a 9-6 team and the 5th seed in the West.
They beat the Cavs. They beat the Cavs in Sacramento.
In Sacramento, but they beat them by 9.
They beat the Warriors, who suck on the road.
Okay, Warriors were at home and were 2-0 at the time.
They were at home.
Warriors were at home and were undefeated at the time, and the Kings beat them.
I want to hear the entire defense before we start getting anyone else in there.
So my take is that they were top 10. So I'm going to make this real easy. I have them at the 10th spot as of right now, and I'll read you the 10 teams I have above them. Some have worse records than them, but I believe they've been playing better. The Celtics, the Bucks, the Cavs, the Jazz, the Suns, the Nuggets. The Hawks, the Grizzlies, and the Blazers. Those are the 9 teams I would put in front of them, and I would put the Kings at 10.
I already know what's in.
No Pelicans.
I was just
no Pelicans. No Mavs.
Here's the same thing. You can look at the Pacers schedule. The Pacers wins are not that impressive. Neither are the Pelicans. The Pelicans have played the Spurs twice, the Rockets twice, and they played the Magic once. And I'm not saying that the Kings haven't played bad teams too. The Kings have played the Pistons twice and the Rockets once. They've played bad teams too.
The Kings have an extraordinarily light schedule.
But also, if you're looking at gameplay, the Kings have played much better than the Pelicans so far. Much better. They are the Pelicans, as of right now, are the 10th ranked offense. Kings are the 5th. Pelicans right now are the 13th ranked defense. Kings are the 9th. I mean, there's no reason why this is an outrageous take. So they're the best 10 team when all the stats show both offense and defense, both in the top 10. And they have impressive wins so far. They're 9-6. They're 5th in the West. Nobody expected that. So it's not that outrageous to say that they are the 10th team as of right now. I'm not saying that they will be. Trust me. There's teams that will be better than them down the road. I'm saying as of right now, the Kings are a top 10 team.
Okay, so Jock, real quick, guys. Jock, you're going just off of track record this season
Yes.
so far. That's it.
Yeah,
So,
so
see,
far,
That's what I get that
the
straight.
Kings are a top 10 team in the league so far.
All right,
I
let's
don't
work around the
understand
circle then.
this take.
Sikath, I want to hear you first, and we'll work our way around.
All right. First of all, were the Grizzlies in the top 9 you mentioned?
Yes, they were.
Okay. Well, what about the Pelicans?
They were not. I just explained that. I explained that the Pelicans have the, what is it? They are the 8th best offense in the league. Kings are the 5th.
You say
Pelicans are the
Clippers?
13th
What
best
about the
defense in the league.
Clippers?
Kings are the 9th. And
What about
the
the Clippers?
wins that the Kings have had are better than the wins that the Pelicans have had.
What about the Clippers?
I put the Clippers there.
Can you repeat the top 9 again? I fault.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
Did you have the Suns above them?
You
Yes,
did.
I did. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like there, you think it's that outrageous of a take, but then I read you the list of teams above them, and it's not that outrageous.
Read it again.
The list?
Yeah, he doesn't have the-
I think
we're not-
honestly,
we're not doing that.
I think
Can
honestly
I
it's a very
please-
small sample size.
Yes, but I'm just saying, as of right now, the way that the Kings have been playing, they are a top 10 team as of right now with the
All
way
right,
that they.
Friedman, let's hear it.
Thank you. Okay, this Kings schedule has not been good. I don't know what.
Oh my! Yes, it is. This
they
is
have a
the
good
thing.
strength of
You
schedule.
haven't
Hold
looked
on,
at the
hold
schedule.
on,
You
hold
haven't
on,
looked at the
hold on.
schedule.
All right,
Hold on,
let
bro.
Friedman get in, then we'll let you defend.
Thank you. I was quiet while you were speaking. Now, okay. So I'll just run through every game. They beat the Pistons in Sacramento. They beat the Spurs in Sacramento. They beat the Nets, who are in absolute shambles in
By
Sacramento.
30. By 30.
Okay, this isn't a resume thing. We're looking at teams they beat.
Yes, it is. It is a resume thing. I'm looking at their schedule so far and how they have played. They beat the
Okay,
Nets
and
by
I have
30.
not seen one good win against a good
They
team
beat the
yet. I haven't seen
Warriors
one good
on
team
the
yet.
road.
Hold
as
on,
well.
I'll keep going. They beat the Warriors in Sacramento. The Warriors have yet to beat a team on the road yet. So that's not a very good win either. They won in Los Angeles, or they beat the Lakers. Lakers are arguably the worst team in the league. They beat the Cavs in Sacramento. That's a very good win. But then they lost to the Warriors. Then they beat the Magic in Orlando. The Magic are, again, one of the worst teams in the league.
Paulo
they
dropped
lost
35 that game. Okay.
Who cares? They're one of the. You're gonna tell me the Magic are not one of the worst teams in the league?
I mean,
They're
You
bottom
You mean
five,
what?
yeah.
You mean what? Are they bottom?
They are
three?
bottom
Yes or no?
five.
Bottom 5
yeah,
is
they're
one
one
of
of
the worst.
5.
So then, what are you talking about? Don't try to justify a Magic win. Then they lost to the Heat. Then they
They
beat the
beat the Heat.
Hornets
They beat
without.
the Heat. They beat the Heat. Check that again.
No, they did
I'm-
not. They lost
I'm-
to the Heat.
I'm checking that again. They lost to the Heat.
What?
I
Am I
think we'll
bugging?
play the
They,
Heat multiple
they
times.
play them twice, Doc. They play them
Okay,
twice.
so they split with the Heat.
Okay, dude. This is why you gotta keep your mouth shut for a second. Let me go through the teams real quick.
Let's
They
finish
lost
up,
to the
Friedman.
Heat. They beat the Hornets without LaMelo. They beat the Kings in Sacramento. So I see two impressive wins. One slightly impressive. beating the
For a
Heat
team that
in
was supposed to be a
Sacramento.
bottom 5 team in the league.
Okay, but you're telling. See, no. This is where you lose your argument.
I'm not
This
losing my
is-
argument
no,
here.
this
I'm
is
going to
all-
stand by.
Dude, you gotta be able to let me defend my side. You gotta keep your mouth shut for more
Yeah,
than 5
I know where you're going with this, Freeman. Go ahead.
This is not a take of what their expectations were. We all know they're playing better than their expectations. You cannot bring up their expectations. You're telling us they're a top 10 team. So you cannot
Yes.
bring up expectations at all.
And I
Those
wasn't going to
expectations
defend
have
that.
nothing to do with the take. No, yes, you just did. You just brought them up again.
I'm not using it as an argument. I never said I was.
So why would you ever bring it up then? Why do you keep bringing it up?
I was just saying. I'm
No,
not.
okay, so
All right.
okay. So
Finish
that had
up,
no
please.
relevance then. Great.
No.
Then they beat the Hornets without LaMelo. They beat the Heat in Sacramento, and then they lost to the Grizzlies, Warriors, Clippers, Trailblazers. So that win against the Cavaliers was a great win. It was
No,
in
that's in.
Sacramento.
Matt, by the way, that was the preseason. Those 4 losses at the end that you said, that was the preseason.
No, they were not in the preseason.
They were not the
They lost-
preseason.
They were not the preseason. Holy, dude. They were not the preseason. So they lost to the Grizzlies, Warriors, Clippers, Trailblazers to start the year. So that is a win at home against the Heat. The Kings, yeah, that's an impressive, slightly impressive win. The Heat are underperforming. You know, winning at home is always easier than winning away. That's slightly impressive. And then being the Cavs at home, that's a good win. Other than that, I don't see one impressive win on their schedule.
I see multiple more impressive.
What?
wins. I can
Tell
at
me
least
which one.
The fact that you're not saying that Brooklyn win is impressive is not on the road, and they beat the Nets by
It's
30.
not on the road. I don't know why you think it's on the road.
Nets was at
Tuesday,
home.
November 15th. Oh, versus Brooklyn.
Oh,
man.
Oh, at
Still,
Kings.
the fact that they beat the
not
Nets
still,
by
'cause no.
30 is very impressive.
Bro,
Either way.
wait, was
Very-
Kyrie playing this game?
Jock,
Yes.
why is it so impressive?
Wait, was he playing? Hold up. Let me double check.
Kyrie was not playing.
He was not
Kyrie
playing.
was not
well,
playing. Dude,
you
There you
tell
go.
me. Hold on, Jock. Tell me why winning against the Nets there was so impressive.
no head coach, no Kyrie.
A
What-
30-point win is very impressive.
Without a head
All right,
coach
so
and
they
without
got a
their
30
starting
point
point
win.
guard,
Great.
without the possibly two most vital pieces of your team.
What
Your head coach
they
and your
lost a
starting
good
point
piece.
guard,
I get
that's a
that. Kyrie's
superstar.
very good. I get that. But still, the fact that you're discrediting that is a very good win.
No, it's
30
not an
points.
impressive
It's
win.
not a
No, it's
very
not.
good
It
win.
is not a good win.
They
It's a-
30
it's a
pieced a
win.
bad
It's a
team.
win.
That's what it
It's
was.
a win. To
It-
say
it's
that
a-
that's
it-
your third best win on your schedule, that's not good. That's not a 30-point win against a
Okay,
team in absolute
so-
shambles with no head coach and no superstar point guard. When you're looking at a team that's built around heavy superstar players, like the Brooklyn Nets, they sold their entire team to have, the two superstars to be at their forefront. When you're losing your superstar and you're losing your head coach, your team is pretty much just destroyed. So you're losing fresh after Steve Nash left and right in the middle of the Kyrie controversy when he's not playing. That's not great. They won by 30. I'm not denying them that they won the game. But the Pelicans are a better team than that. If you look at resume,
No.
we're talking
I was
We're
just about to
talking-
say, I will get there right now. You want to look at the Pelican
it.
schedule? 3 good wins. That's all I see too. 3 good wins. I would
they've
say.
beaten the
I would say
Warriors
at home.
twice.
I would say at home against Dallas is a good win. I think that's a good win. I
Yeah.
would say in LA against the Clippers, that's a good win. I would say that. And then I would say I would say at Chicago is a big win. And then you look at the Grizzlies game. The Grizzlies have been underperforming a little bit.
Whoa. What?
You're seventh
No,
in
the
the West.
Grizzlies are performing
Seventh in the
great.
West. You're 7th in the West right now.
They're 7th in the West. Jock, you cannot use the standing in the West. Do you know the difference? Minnesota Timberwolves are 10th in the West. They're only 2 games back from the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
So
I'm just
you
saying,
can't-
but, like, the Grizzlies
by the end of
not been-
tonight, the
the
Grizzlies,
Grizzlies
if
have
the
not
Grizzlies
been what
win
we all
tonight-
thought that they were going to be. They're obviously very good, and losing John Morant was very bad for them.
I think
But also, this was a win against the John Morant less Grizzlies.
No,
was
it
the
was
game he
not.
got
Ja
hurt.
Morant
First
dropped
of all-
36.
First of
Ja
all, the
Morant dropped
Grizzlies are
36
playing the
that game.
Kings right now. The Grizzlies
Hold
are
on.
playing the Kings right now, right?
Yes.
Grizzlies-
That's one. Second of all, I think, Matt, you're going to agree with me when I say that it's a very small sample size. And as we go through the season, you're going to see, it start to level out. That's just the way stats work. You see it every NBA season, especially in the conference that's more competitive. I think last year was the East because there were more of those middle pack teams.
Yeah.
You're going to have, a team, let's say in 4th and a team that's in like 8th or 9th be only maybe like a week's worth of basketball apart. That's just the way it is. That's how it is early in the season. So when you look at the Kings right now and you see they played 15 games, only 3 of them being good wins, and you have teams like, I believe, the Mavericks below them, it just, I personally think it's just going to level out as the season goes on. And, obviously they're overperforming what we expected. Yeah. But, I feel like they're going to level out to maybe the 7th or 8th seed in the West when it's all said and done.
I don't disagree with that, but I'm just saying, as of right now, if you're looking at the resume, which we went through, I think they're discrediting a couple of wins in there.
Are they a top 5? Are they a top 10 team right now? If you don't
Yes.
think they're gonna keep staying as a top 10 team,
I never said that they were going to
No,
continue
he's,
that. I'm
he's
saying
saying
as of
so
right
far
now.
this season. As a
It's
But
general.
like
Yeah,
that's
so
such
far they're
that's
a top
such a
10.
generic like anyone can look at the standings
so now
and
it's
say that they're a
generic.
top 10
Like-
team now. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Plus,
the take here,
the
'cause
stats you use, like,
But-
they're fifth in, or they're like fifth in offense and
Fifth in
ninth in
total
defense.
offense. 5th in total offense.
Yeah, bro, their schedule sucks.
their
It's a
schedule
good
is
schedule.
very
It's,
poor.
it's a fair schedule. They've had their good share of good opponents and bad opponents. Like every
They have
NBA
not
team.
had really any sort of good opponents. They played the
The
Warriors.
Cavs.
They
Cavs,
played the
Clippers,
Cavs. They played
Cavs,
the Warriors
Clippers, both
twice.
good teams.
But they're losing the games against the good teams. They're getting their wins against bad teams again in bad situations.
It's just not true.
That is
So-
true. They
Doc,
you tell me
Doc,
what
if we wanted to go on the other side of things, do you think you would be able to rank the Kings as just a team in the NBA, not so far, just a team in the NBA.
What do you mean? Like
You think when the regular season is all said and done, do you think the Kings are going to be a top 10 team?
Just like how good each team is. Like the Warriors are not a top 30
like
team right now.
by the end of the season, will the Kings be a top 10 teams? Oh, by no means they will be a top 10 team.
Where would you say they would be then? Like top 15, top 20? Where are we going?
Not top 15. I wouldn't even say that. I would say,
Which I think is very fair.
yeah, I would say like late teens probably. I would probably say
Yeah,
like
they're going to be pushing. They're going to be pushing top 15. I think.
I would agree, and I would agree with that. I would put them in like the 16 to 18 range. That's where I would put them. I would put them just outside the top 15.
Yeah,
This is
Jock,
just my
I
question.
completely agree with you on.
Thank
I mean, on that one, and I think it's very close for your so far argument.
That's
Obviously,
what I'm saying.
it's a bit dicey. There's a couple. I would put them top 12. It's a weird argument to
exactly,
make.
but that's
It's
my
a weird.
thing.
That's my problem. It's a very weird argument to make.
Oh my lord! Can you just understand the argument, please?
Lord.
That's the whole point of an argument, is because there's close teams. Like
There's
the
nothing you can
Pelicans,
argue
the
here.
Pelicans and Mavericks are very close. But me personally, from looking at the resumes of those three teams and the way that they've played basketball and their wins, I think that the Kings have outperformed so far those two teams. That's my point, and that's my take.
This isn't a take, though. You can look at the standings.
Okay,
and
it's
if you're
not a
looking
take.
at the top 10 teams in the league right now, just look at the standings. There's no there. If we're going to talk about the top 10 teams for the rest of the year, that's something you can argue and debate because you're using the first 15 games, and then you're reading into the rest of the season based on how the teams have played, injuries, all of that. If you're just talking about at this exact second who's the top 10 teams in the NBA, all you have to do is look at the league standings, and you find that the Kings are in the top 10. Great.
Okay,
That's not
okay.
a take.
The Blazers-
That's a fact. They are
okay.
a top 10 team in the NBA. But
Okay.
that's not a take.
Okay, but here's the thing: you're saying standings. Teams below them in the standings that I still put above the Kings. The Grizzlies. I get their close games. I get
that's wrong.
they're
though.
close. The Grizzlies.
The Kings are better than the Grizzlies so far this year. Look at their Look at the record.
Yeah, it's the same exact argument Jock used, and you can use it for free as well. It just, Jock, by you adding the two words so far, you convolute the whole argument, and you make it so that you fit whatever you want to say. You just make it sound correct. So I can say right now that so far the Jazz are going to win the title. It just
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because you're correct. So
But-
far, the Jazz the best team in the NBA. Or sorry, they're the best team in the West.
Okay, but what's the problem with that? There's no problem.
But that's not.
There is a
take.
problem with
There's
that.
nothing to
It's
argue.
not.
there.
So far, the Jazz are a top 2 team in the league, or top
I
3.
could-
It's
Top
just
three.
a lot
No,
of
but you gotta understand
Right.
with that, you could also make the argument and say like, "Oh, I think the Hawks so far are better than the Bucks because they beat the Bucks twice."
That's not true.
No.
No,
Now
no,
you're
but
going crazy.
using that logic, you could make that argument.
No,
No, you
because
that-
can't.
it's
No, you
not the
can't.
logic.
That
That's
was
not the logic.
awful support.
All right,
That's not the
guys.
logic.
I think the problem here is that saying using this type of argument, it is impossible to argue.
That's
you-
my
if-
point.
if
There's
you-
nothing to argue when you phrase it.
If you
this
want to
way.
go off of this, the Jazz are exactly the 9th best team in the
That-
NBA. There's no arguing
my
that they're
point.
better. There's no arguing that they're worse. So I mean, the take is correct. It's just it's impossible to argue because if you want to use this so far, I mean, they have their win percentage is at 600, which is exactly 9th in win percentage across the entire NBA. So the take is right, but for us to try and argue against it, it's near impossible.
That's what I'm saying. What I was gonna get into, and I get the so far kind of kills any sort of argument that's gonna spark because it's a fact that they're top 10. But just really quick, they play, and you can't be correct about it. Like they're gonna win, in the NBA in these leagues where they play like a long season, a lot of games, you're not gonna be right. Every game that they're supposed to win, they're not gonna win.
Yeah.
And not every game that they're, the underdog, they're going to win some games other than the underdog, where they're the underdog. But let's just look. The Kings have had a cupcake schedule. They play at Memphis tonight. I mean, I think we all can say we expect Memphis to win. Then they play at Atlanta. I can say we all
Another tough
expect
game.
Atlanta to win.
Another tough game.
Okay, they haven't played them yet.
Okay, I'm just saying, looking at the schedule. The schedule behind them has not been
No, stop,
schedule.
dude. That's not what I'm talking about.
It hasn't been.
No, you cannot interrupt me and start talking about what you want to talk about. That's not how it works. I'm
All right,
talking
go ahead,
about their upcoming schedule. And I'm just saying, I'm pointing out that if you look at the schedule, at Memphis, at Atlanta, at Boston, at home against Phoenix. Their next 4 games, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone here expects them to lose all 4. So they've played a really – you can't tell me it's a very good schedule. But if you look at their next 10, 15 games, I think we only expect them to win 4 or 5 of them. So I think they're going to fall off extraordinarily quick. But sure, right this second, like they're the top 10 team in the league. But that's not really a take. That's just a fact.
I think that'll do it then for the spicy guac take of the week. It's always fun. Took about 19 minutes of our time, so it's always fun getting a spicy guac take in every week. Be prepared for the one next week. I'm sure it'll be even spicier. Ghost pepper hot is my prediction next week. We'll have to see. Freed, how about we get to your weekly top 5 before we hit that all-time draft?
Yeah, I'll make it. You know me. I don't really like to keep a lot of things short and sweet, but I'll do my best here because I'm really excited for what we have in store. I'll go. I still think that the Boston Celtics are the best team in the league. I mean, just best record in the league. They've had a very tough schedule. Milwaukee Bucks, I have at number 2. I have the Cleveland Cavaliers at 3.
Oh, no.
I think you have to slide the Utah Jazz. Explain why you're moaning no.
The Jazz are at 3.
I want to hear the entire top 5.
The Jazz have a better win percentage. The Cavs have a better win percentage than the Jazz. What is your argument for why the Jazz are better than the Cavs? Give me one argument.
Finish your top 5.
Give me an argument right now.
Finish your top 5.
No, Freed, I want the top 5, and then we'll let you and Guac go at it.
I'll go Jazz 4, and then I'll throw the Suns in at 5. You know what? I'll throw the Atlanta Hawks in at 5 because of their quality of wins, and they still have a top 6 win percentage in the NBA. Top 6, top 7. Sure. So really quick, now that I got that out, tell me how.
Well, there's 2 changes. 2 changes I would make in the top 5 this week.
All right, let's hear it.
Number one, which I think is the more obvious one, get the Hawks out of there, put the Suns back in. Much better take. The Suns have had much better wins than the Hawks have, and they've played much better than the Hawks have. I liked what you had first. I would 100% Suns over the Hawks as of right now.
The Suns have been abysmal on the road. They have most of their games at home. They're 8-1 at home. They've been abysmal on the road. They have road trip coming up. I need a team that's going to be proving themselves a little bit better on the road.
They have sucked on the road.
Fine. And
I want you to explain to me because you had a very.
It's close. I'm not.
No. It's not close. It's not close.
It is very close. No. Stop it. It's close. Like, do I hate the fact that the Cavs are over the Jazz? I don't hate it, but
So what happened to the initial reaction?
You got to look at the schedule, though. I mean, the Jazz have had a really tough schedule and are playing very, very good.
So Freed, is this list your top 5 teams so far this season, or
it's top 5 teams in the NBA now? That's taking into account the talent on each team, and it's taking into account the record. So I'm talking about teams So first of all, the Cavs have a better record than the Jazz.
By a game, yes.
Well, yes. And they have way better talent than the Jazz.
Yes.
So how are the Jazz better than the Cavs?
The Jazz have been playing up, and you look at their schedule.
Are you looking at the Jazz schedule?
Playing up.
They're playing from like AAA to the MLB, basically.
They're playing up. What does that even mean?
I think we're giving too much weight to the first 17, 18, 19 games
Even
of the
if we are giving weight to the first 17 games, the Cavs have a better record than the Jazz.
Yeah, so I mean...
And the Cavs have also played better than the Jazz.
That's not true. That just isn't true, Nate.
It is
very true.
Look at the wins. Look at the wins that the Jazz have had. They've had multiple good wins against big teams. Mavericks beat them twice. Grizzlies beat them twice. You look at Minnesota, beat them twice. Atlanta beat them once. Like, those are all very.
I can do the same thing right now. I can do the same thing right now. Cavs beat the Hawks. Cavs beat the
Celtics
twice. It's very close. It's
not close. It's not close. Their schedules are close. The talent gap is not, and their records are. Cavs are better. So the Cavs are better in every aspect. How is it close? Their schedules are similar. Their records, the Cavs have the advantage in record.
Schedules are similar, and their records are very, very similar.
But who's better? Okay, Cavs are better record, and they have way better talent. So if we're talking who's been better in the first 15, 16 games, the answer is the Cavs. If we're talking who is going to be better throughout the rest of the year, basing that off of talent, the Cavs. So how are the Jazz better than the Cavs?
I just think that will the Cavs be better than the Jazz throughout the rest of the season? Yes.
Are
But
the Cavs better than the Jazz to start this season?
Just
Yes.
like as a basketball team.
as of right now, for me, no. No.
Why? Why? The record, dude. The record.
Record by one game. The
Yes.
Jazz schedule is a bit tougher than the Hawks. Not the Hawks. Than the
No, it's not. No, it's
the
just
Cavs
not.
schedule so far. Yes, it
not.
is. Look at the schedules, dude.
They're-
I'm looking
they're
at the
pretty
schedule.
even.
Stop moaning. Stop whining. It's no.
They're
No,
pretty
I
even.
mean, I'm
If
just trying to
Cavs have
leave
anything,
you
beaten-
here. I'm like,
if anything,
Cavs
I'll
have
give the
beaten-
edge to the Cavs. The Cavs played the Bucks, Celtics, Hawks, Pacers, Wizards, Raptors, and Knicks, and Sixers.
They played the
So,
Sixers.
All right, we're
Did
just
you
sneaking
mention
the
the
Knicks
Knicks
in
Let
and
me
there.
Wizards?
organize that.
did you just mention the
They've
Knicks and Wizards? Are you serious?
I'm
They-
mentioning
they-
I'm mentioning their schedule. They have to play all of these teams 6 times throughout the year. You got to realize that
The
they're
Knicks,
gonna be
the
better.
Knicks are not good. The Wizards are not good.
I'm just telling you, the whole top 10. They got to play that in the East.
They beat the Celtics in TD Garden. Then they beat the Celtics at home. Their losses are in Milwaukee to the Bucks and in Golden State to in Oakland.
The
to
Warriors might be
Warriors.
one of the best home teams.
Okay, and you look at
And
the
they are the
Jazz.
best
The
home
Jazz
team.
have 2 bad losses all year. At Houston and at New York are their only 2 bad losses. they've had
At
all
New
year.
York that's terrible.
Yeah, I just said they had 2 bad losses all year. Teams lose bad games.
So how do they have 7 losses?
I don't see a bad loss necessarily here. I mean, you're very high in the Kings. The Cavs' worst loss is in Sacramento. That I just to say that the Cavs are better than the Jazz is just ridiculous.
You mean the
The
Jazz?
Cavs, or to say the Jazz better than the Cavs is absolutely ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It's not.
It
I think
is
it's a lot
ridiculous.
closer. Again, I'm not.
There-
I won't
what
say
aspect
more,
are
but
the Jazz better than the Cavs in?
They lost to the Wizards. They lost to the Sixers. They lost to the Knicks. They lost to the Knicks at home.
Listen, I'll just leave it at the fact that I think it's a lot closer. I think it's a lot closer than people think, and I personally would put the Jazz over the Cavs. And we'll just.
So
All
end it.
why? Like I'm still
Oh
wondering
my lord! I
why.
told
Freeman,
you.
we're not gonna get anywhere with this.
This is
Move
what
on,
I'm saying.
please, move on,
I
please.
need a
I
straight
Freed, you
answer.
can't
There's
think
no
stupid,
answer.
okay? We
Yeah.
can't.
We're running low.
I think it's time to move on to the all-time NBA draft real
What are
quick.
you saying you can't though? Like
I feel like this is Jock against everyone right now.
Hey,
Jock,
but
Jock
Jock,
is
it's 'cause you have
this
no
is a
argument,
basketball
though.
show.
have very good arguments. You just don't listen.
Does anyone see an argument?
no,
No, there is
No.
none.
There is none.
Lord.
The spicy
Just all
guac
death
take
on the
and
show, I
this
guess.
argument
Like-
both had no argument. They just
They
did it.
Both had
Okay,
very good
all right.
arguments. Both had very good arguments.
I'm excited for
All
this draft.
Once again, Guac equals Jon Snow. There's no argument about that. So yeah, let's move right on to the all-time NBA draft. But first, we're gonna get the wheel up. Just give me a sec because I
Then
shared
get
that.
the first pick and I will rebel.
Hey, it is up to wheel decide.
Hey yo, I
don't
want
make the decisions
yo,
around it.
I want someone to like just pick like Manu Ginobili first pick. Just do it.
Oh,
If you ever ruin your draft first pick, then yeah, do that.
It's just, bro, just do it for the
There we go. Everyone
trolls.
can see that Hot Topic ad. Shout out Hot Topic. All right,
Shout out.
we are ready. All the names are in there. There's an equal amount of space for each name. Whoever gets first, there's no arguing about it. Let's see it.
It's gonna go to Chad. I already called it.
I got
Uh-oh.
last time.
I called it.
Yeah. Who would have ever
Ah.
guessed?
Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed?
I would love
Uh,
Next
this.
up is
This is where I want to draft. I would love
It's
this.
Guac.
It is
Guac has next.
wheeldecide.com's decision. Next pick.
It's Guac.
I would love this pick. This is the pick I want.
Myself again. I think I get 1 and 2 then. Is that how that
no,
works?
no, no, no.
No.
All right.
Guac is next, and I called it.
Come on. Yes.
All right.
let's go.
Myself is
That's the pick I
first.
want.
I'm
Guac
too good.
is
It's gonna go to
second.
Saket.
There's already a clear drop off. Okay.
Friedman is going.
I think
I
third.
finally was
I think I have
wrong.
the worst pick. It stinks, but it is what it is.
Let's
And
get
Nate
last.
will be going fourth, putting Saketh at fifth.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Okay, let me just get ourselves in order. So third is Friedman. Friedman will throw you up there. Nate is fourth, and then last is Saketh. All
Can we
right,
just talk
let's-
about Ben Riggs the real?
He does.
Equal space for everyone. I don't know what you want me to say. The wheel decide is just a big fan of me.
Matt, we
there's not
comfy
much
over
to
there,
do.
bud. Matt, we
But
comfy over
that
there?
quote looks comfy. I'm not. Gonna
Yeah,
lie.
very comfortable.
I'm really cold.
I mean, I think we all know who it's up for 1 and 2.
Yeah, I
All-time
got to start making waves. Third pick's interesting.
That's why I like this.
Third
tier
pick is actually
I just
tough,
take
I'd
whoever
say.
you know.
Third pick is not difficult at all. Freeman, we'll
No.
Chadwick,
cross
I
that.
think I'm on the same page as you. I think.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
First
Let's
bridge,
get started.
the first bridge we're gonna cross is the first overall pick. Give me LeBron James.
Thank you. I love you, Ben.
Give me LeBron James.
Wait, you guys want me to
mean,
put like
you
the
can't
players
go
in
wrong.
chat?
Now Jock gets an alley oop.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
why I
Jock,
love this.
don't act upset. They're two great picks.
You
I mean,
can't go
listen,
wrong with
like-
either.
Like, I mean, it is an alley oop. I mean, it's kind of easy. He takes LeBron. I'll take MJ. I mean,
easy.
top 2 players of all time. I mean,
Yep.
it's a cakewalk. I think the
So-
third pick is also very easy too, and I think it's a drop off after that.
We'll see. Let's see.
I
Freeman.
think-
I
like two.
disagree. I'm
There's
gonna
like 2 or
go
3.
with. I just think that there are plenty of big men that are going to be gone in this
Oh,
draft.
if you don't.
So I'm not going to go big man here. I'm going to go with the best point guard of all time. I'm going to go Magic Johnson.
I don't hate it.
Quick. I think that was a little bit my strategy for the draft is that there's so many good big men.
Yeah.
There's so
but
many
still,
big men.
the guy at
Chadwick,
the
was
top
that
is just-
that's who you were talking about, correct?
Yes, yeah, Kareem. Oh.
Jock, what were you talking about? Because
I would say Kareem, Magic would be the 2 I'd say. Kareem
Yeah,
and
I
Magic.
don't want to take a big man that
Well, then
early.
let's hear pick 4 then. Nate.
Yeah, let's hear pick
Nate should.
I'm not going Kareem because I have.
Oh,
I have
that
a set.
you're gonna let Saket get Kareem.
The cat gets the third best player of all
Well, no,
time.
you got to understand. The way I'm drafting.
You're building a
is-
team.
Say it,
though.
Nate.
He's building a
Say
team
it,
for the
Nate.
future.
No.
Say
The
it.
way I'm drafting a team is I want a better defensive center.
I think he's going. Clyde Drexler. Pick 1.
Yo, Clyde is gonna be
No.
great. I'm joking. I'm gonna pick Kobe Bryant.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, that's really, really rough.
Nate, that
This
is the worst.
This is what I
pick.
call. This is what I call helicopter
I'm
sympathy.
just.
This is
No,
helicopter.
Saket, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there.
I'm just saying the reason why I'm picking Kobe is because I'm a Kobe fan and I wanted to pick him. That's it.
Nate,
Did you try that, dude?
I would bring my camera up to my room right now. I have 30 plus Kobe Bryant memorabilia things in my. I was the biggest Kobe Bryant fan, ages like 5 to 13. He shouldn't go near the top 2 rounds of this draft.
Should go near in the top 10.
What? Wait. I'm sorry. I lost connection. Who isn't in the top 10?
Kobe.
Kobe.
He's not in your top 10 of all time?
He's
Oh,
fringe.
he's like
The reason
Kobe
why
Bryant.
I picked Kobe is because
Stop
I
it.
just
It's
wanted
He's
like
like
Kobe.
7 or
Is he
8.
is he not?
He's like 7 or
No,
8.
he's like
I
9
think he's
to
like
12.
I think he's in the 8 to 10 range. 8 to 11. I think he's either
All right.
just
I put
in
him-
or
I
just
put him-
out.
Okay.
All right, can we move on?
Let's-
I put him
really wanna
6'7",
see
but
my
I
That
just
makes
wanted
most
to
obvious
take him.
pick
That's
of
the
the
only
entire
reason
Awesome
why.
draft.
pick. Next pick. Let's go. Give
Big
Saket
shocker.
yeah,
Give me
give Saket the
Kareem.
greatest pick of all time in pick 5. Like
That's
Give
the
me
easy,
Kareem.
easiest
I
pick.
just
All right,
don't
and
think that's
Saket, it snakes right back around to you, Saket. So let's hear it.
This one is hard, but how about we go with the player who revolutionized the game of basketball? Give me
I don't hate
Stephen
it.
Curry.
Oh, I think that's
I
a
don't-
reach.
I
I
don't know.
agree. I agree.
You know what? I'm going to rescind my that's a reach. I'm going to say
3 seconds later.
no, because point guards are so scarce in this. So I'll say taking the second best point guard ever, just
Yeah.
to know you have it solidified.
And-
I think that's solid.
Real
That-
quick,
and I think the fact that we're judging talent and all-time career.
It's both. It's mostly
and I think-
all-time career, but it's both.
Yeah,
And Curry,
I think
Are
Curry,
we?
he's borderline top 10 ever, and he's the second best.
he's
point
not
guard.
borderline. He is solidified top 10 of all time.
I want to throw this out there real quick so we all can know for the future. What are our thoughts on some like not old NBA players, but like in their prime current NBA players? Are we allowed to make projections about their future? Or like what are our thoughts on that? Like, I'm thinking about Giannis for instance.
I would say so far. Like I wouldn't
So
make
far,
projections
yeah,
like
you can't go crazy.
like Luca is a player that you could talk about like that. Like if we're doing this 5 years later, Luca is going to be a much higher pick than he would nowadays. I'm just saying I think it should be so far.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Just had to get that out of the way. All right,
That's
so
at
Nate,
least
let's
that's what
hear
I
it.
think it should be.
Personally,
Sure.
I think
Tim
it should
Duncan.
be. I'll do whatever. Personally, I think it should be like a little bit of both. Like so far, but like I think we're all in agreement. Luka's gonna win at least 1 to 2 MVP awards in his career. He'll be.
I think I like that method better because I'm thinking of a guy
Yeah.
like Giannis. Like he's winning another ring and at least another MVP in his career.
Like that's pretty. We could all agree with that. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it's like projections, but don't go too far with it. Don't give me
Yeah.
shade.
I would not pick like SGA.
I don't want Zion Williams
That's
in this
just-
draft.
He's even selected in this draft.
Yeah, if you pick
Moved off the show.
SGA, that's a Franz Wagner moment.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep this moving because
Let's hear it, Nate.
Tim Duncan.
What?
Wait, I'm sorry. Did we, Saketh, did you pick 2?
Yeah,
Yeah, I,
Curry.
picked Kareem, I got Kareem and Curry.
Kareem and Curry. Okay, I didn't hear the Kareem.
Duncan.
Tim Duncan. I'm gonna.
There's
take,
another big man that I am hoping makes it to me,
Tim Duncan's a good pick there. I'm not gonna lie.
but
So-
he won't.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
got a
take
wild
the third best small forward of all time. I have him in my top 5 or top 6. I'm gonna take Larry Bird.
That's a great pick, but
And-
I'll take a top 3 center of all time. Give me Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you.
That's a great pick as well.
I was kinda
Because,
hoping for that.
Fine.
There's a lot of
There's
centers, though. You
so
gotta
much
understand
depth
that
at-
there is a
at
lot of
center.
centers.
There's a lot of centers that you're gonna give me one of the best. I mean,
you can make an argument that there's like
You can make an argument that
3 to
20
4.
centers are the best, except for like Kareem. That's it. He's like
Kareem's 1, and then everyone else kind of melts together. The next 5 are interchangeable, in my opinion.
This is when it gets tough.
yeah.
What's up, Jock?
I'm just trying to think here. I mean,
Well,
Didn't you just make your pick? I thought?
yeah, I'm up right now. So
oh yeah, I forgot. You got double picks, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
All
he is 10-11.
And then I'm after you. I forgot. My bad.
I'm struggling right now, guys.
I
Give
know where I'm
me-
gonna go.
Man,
It's rough.
it
It
does
actually
get
is.
difficult. It does get difficult. I'll knock out the center. Give me a Hakeem. Give me Hakeem.
No.
Kareem.
He was my guy.
Over.
Yeah, he was my guy as well.
Let's go.
Let me just say, Hakeem is one of the most underrated big men ever.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
completely.
question.
He does not get the
Defensively,
love he
dude, oh my
deserves.
gosh.
He does not get the love he deserves.
He might be the best defensive player of all time. He might.
Which
be.
is awesome to have when we're all gonna have a bunch of
Yeah.
scores. So might as well
Yeah.
get a guy like
No,
that.
that's a great pick. It's a great pick.
And then, you know what? It is so early. It is way too early, and I will completely recognize that. This is an awful pick. We mentioned it before. We mentioned his name a few minutes ago. Give me Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh,
No, see, I don't think that's. I think
it's
that's
not a. It's.
definitely early.
I think it's a good pick. I think it's a little bit of a reach, but I think it's a good pick.
So do I. I'm saying that right now,
It's
but
a
I
sizable
couldn't pass him
reach.
up.
But I think taking when it's all said and done, he'll be a top 10 player ever. Can we
So do
agree
I.
with that?
And this is 9-10.
Yeah,
You will be pushing top 10. Yeah.
Yes.
He was-
Yeah, I mean, we're talking 2-time MVP already. He's 27. with a ring.
Yeah, at pick 11 too. I don't hate it. So Jock, I'm
yeah,
gonna send to you.
Okay.
We said centers are very big and guards very limited. So I'm gonna take the most underrated guard in my opinion of all time. 2-time MVP, 11-time All-Star, 2-time world,
No.
2-time champion. Give me Oscar Robertson. Give me the big O.
Oh God,
That's not terrible,
I
but
don't like it at all.
I wouldn't say that's the best either.
He's an underrated player. I'll give you that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So-
Great playmaker. Great playmaker.
I'm gonna take a guy here that I really don't think gets the love that he deserves. I mean, we're talking about a guy who I understand the level of competition wasn't there, but if we're gonna praise Bill Russell for his rings,
Yeah.
we best be praising Wilt Chamberlain for the staggering numbers he put on. I mean, you know, you're looking at potentially one of the best athletes to ever walk the face of the earth. So give me Wilt here.
My favorite thing of all time for like any NBA stat is like I think it was Anthony Davis when he was at Kentucky. It was like, oh, Anthony Davis just got like the 7th most rebounds per game in NCAA history, and people were like, oh, who cares? But you just realize that they show the top like 4, and it's just Wilt.
Yeah.
Like he just owns the top 4 of like pretty much every NBA record. So like, if you get top 5, like oh, congratulations, you're pretty much second best of all time.
Yeah.
He's unreal. So Nate, we'll throw it to you.
I'm gonna go with a small forward here. A lot of people probably gonna hate it. Let me find his name first, because I also suck
What?
at names.
Whoa.
Oh,
What?
top 15 player of all time. I can't get the name, Nate.
Hey, listen, man. Let me be, bro.
I don't even know who you're talking about. If you like, how do you even think of this
small
guy?
forward. Yeah, I don't know the name.
I mean, he's a Hawks fan, so can I just say he's picking Dominique Wilkins and move on?
No, I think I know who he's talking about right now.
I think I do too.
KD.
That's what I
No,
Yeah, it was KD. It was KD.
Yeah, that's,
no, it wasn't.
No, it actually was.
that's the right pick. That's
There-
the right
No,
pick.
It's
It's
Kevin
not my
Durant.
pick,
It was
but
Kevin
Nate,
Durant.
there was no shot you forgot Kevin
that is
Durant's
an
name.
interference right
I'm a
there.
little-
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
That is not fair.
My
Ben
brain
just gave him his
my
pick.
brain couldn't think of his first name.
Who
Nate.
said Kevin Durant out loud?
That was me.
Okay.
That was
Alright, we
Ben.
can't,
Oh,
we can't
man.
do that
Bad.
anymore.
That was my pick.
I wanted.
I-
I knew his last name was Durant, but I forgot his
He
first.
said
No,
look,
you
all right,
didn't, because
look,
you would have said Durant. You just said,
He-
"Oh, I don't."
he
remember
said
his name.
small
It's
forward.
fine.
So where else could he have gone? To be fair,
I had an idea of where he was gonna go, but sorry.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about now. If you didn't mean Durant, so Keth, you're up.
Yeah, thanks, Nate.
that's cold. That's cold, Nate.
No, Ben, you're cold for that. Give me.
He's gonna pick James Harden.
You ruined my whole draft, Ben.
I'm sure. I did.
Okay, since we're considering accolades, right?
Yeah.
We're considering accolades.
I like this a lot. I think I know where you're going.
Give me Bill.
Yep, I love it.
Russell?
I think
Yeah.
he fell
Yeah.
honestly a little bit.
We're considering accolades, so
In terms of
no.
greatest, like yeah.
Oh,
he's-
did he fell? Did he fall? No, he's not.
No, this is good and where he should go.
I don't think so. To be honest, I mean,
Really?
I think Wilt was so far and away better than Bill Russell. I think Bill Russell is
they
in
played
contention
against
for
each
the
other a
most-
lot, and Bill Russell always came away with the title.
Yeah, but
But
also
you got to look at Bill Russell play with like 5 other Hall of Famers.
I understand that, which
He
is why
did-
I think it was fair that Wilt was drafted
Oh,
above
I
him.
think
but-
yeah.
I think Bill Russell's one of the most overrated players ever because his longevity was there. I say this and I was contemplating taking him, but
I
yeah,
mean, who else would you take at center though? To be fair to Siketh.
no, I guess that would have been my pick if Wilt was off the board.
Yeah.
I think that Bill Russell's I think he's very overrated. I think the 11 rings, if you look at his actual stats, like points, rebounds, great rebounder. He didn't score very much, he didn't make very much. I just Wilt kind of mop the floor of them if you're looking at career
Yeah.
numbers.
I think
But-
if you swap him and Wilt in their like careers and what teams they're on, I think Wilt clears them by miles.
I think Wilt would be the greatest athlete of all time if we're swapping where they're at.
Yeah. All right, so Siketh, let's hear the second pick now.
This one's hard because I've already taken 2 bigs, but you know what? I'm gonna triple up. Give me Karl Malone.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
You know, accolades aren't exactly there, but he is one of the greatest of all time.
He's a top 5 power forward of all time. That's the pick I wanted.
Wait,
Yeah, there's a couple.
hold on. I'm sorry. You just say he's a top 5 power forward of all time. That's who you wanted. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think only one power forward has been.
Well, 2
What?
if you want to count Giannis.
All right. So
Oh,
what
I
are
would-
the other? Is he top 3 or is?
But there's a couple guys I can think
Karl
of right
Malone
now.
Yeah,
is a
top
top
three's pushing it.
2.
I want to save one of my picks because I have my
All right.
pick.
Okay.
Nate?
All right. That's fair.
Let's hear it, Nate.
Yikes! Wow, this is rough.
It's not that we're forgetting players; it just gets tough. Like they're all,
Yeah,
they're also.
They're all like
Well,
after
Nate
you
is
get to
forgetting
like the
players,
top
but-
10.
I think
they're all,
another problem with doing an all-time draft is that we can talk about players like LeBron and Giannis, but we can't look exactly how great
we should have done like
players are.
eras instead of all time. I feel like.
All right, let's
No,
stop
I
trashing.
disagree
Let's stop trashing the idea and make our pick. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
Just trash the entire
This is-
basis of the show.
This
right
might
now.
be way too early, and it probably is. But I need a point guard, so I'm gonna go Allen Iverson.
I need a point guard, so I'm gonna draft a shooting guard.
That is probably.
He's not
I probably
wrong.
should have done that.
My, It's, a,
All right,
it's Matt,
Freeman's
right?
up. Freeman's up.
Yeah. So I think this guy has slid far enough. I'm gonna take not very conventional, not your conventional power forward, but the fact that Dirk is still hanging around,
Yeah.
I'll scoop him
I
up
like
without question.
That's what I wanted.
There's
And
another guy sitting there,
I
Josh.
was-
Trust me.
I was
There's another
between-
guy sitting there.
I was between Carl and Dirk, but if I'm looking at who
I would take Carl over Dirk. I love
absolutely
Dirk.
not.
I don't think I would.
I
would.
you would
I
not
wouldn't.
take Carl over Dirk.
I think
No,
I
I
would
would
take
not.
Dirk.
Oh,
You would
wow,
not.
I think that's crazy.
That is
That's-
What?
insane.
Didn't you say who said Dirk was like the best power forward of all time?
I didn't say he was the best power forward of the time. I'm
Mr.
very
Shaheen.
high on
Oh,
Dirk.
he said Tim
but-
Duncan.
I would take Carl over Dirk. Yeah, I love Dirk, but I would take Carl.
Wait,
over
who
Dirk.
is the best power forward of all time to you?
Duncan.
Tim
Tim
By
Duncan.
far.
Tim
It's
Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Then we got Carl Malone, and then we got Dirk.
And then we got whoever Jock will probably take here.
Yeah, and that's what I think. I think I'm going to take the fourth best power forward of all time. Give me Kevin Garnett, the big ticket.
I kind of
Yeah.
respect
Wait,
that.
That
I'm
makes
sorry.
sense.
Did you have
Yeah.
Dirk ahead of Kevin Garnett?
No, yes.
Okay.
I have Tim Duncan 1, Carl 2, Dirk 3, Kevin Garnett 4.
Okay.
All right. So my pick, it's obvious. I need a shooting guard. There shouldn't be any debate on who the third best shooting guard of all time is. Dwayne Wade.
That's what I wanted.
Point guard though, it's getting rough.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh,
That's why I went
That's why you
Iverson.
got solidify yours before, bro. I'm telling you.
There's
That's
a
what I'm
guy
mad
whose
with the
talent
obvious
is
thing.
there, but the accolades are just they're not there whatsoever. So to stay true to the show, I'm gonna veer away from him. We'll talk a little more about accolades. Give me John Stockton at the one.
that's what I wanted.
He is the most underrated player.
I agree. I love him.
Stockton
He
might
just
be the
holds
best
every
player.
single
He is
assist
just
record.
not that underrated. I'm sorry.
Oh, are you talking
he
about a point
definitely
guard?
is.
You want the all-time assist leader
Yeah.
and all-time steals
All-time
leader?
assist leader. Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like I feel like defense and playmaking are so valuable because we got scores on these teams, obviously.
Yeah.
So I love. I mean, I made the pick, so I love it for me. So Jock, I'll throw it to you.
Yeah, I really want to go point guard here, but I feel like it just drops off so much that I can take my starting forward here. So there's two guys I'm really between. And just because of the fact of the accolades play so much, I'm gonna have to take Scottie Pippen.
Okay, he's gonna be your 3.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think that was a huge oversighting of a player.
It's him and one other forward that I was between. But Pippen has the accolades over.
I'm
the forward.
sorry. Did I wait? So did I just go or did Chadwick just go?
I
You're
went.
up- you're
and then
now.
Jock
You're
just
up now.
put
I'm
Pippen
up
to you.
now? Okay.
Yeah.
I think that this is a top 15 player ever.
Don't take my forward, please.
It's a forward. He's a
Yeah.
4-time MVP.
Yep.
He's a 16-time All-Star. I don't know how we're saying that Scottie Pippen is ahead of
Pippen has the
Dr.
accolades
J,
over him.
Julius
Pippen
Erving.
has the accolades
Yeah,
over him.
that was my pick.
No, Pitt. Okay.
Dude,
Pippen
He
Julius
took
also
Erving.
Dr.
played-
Hold on. He took Dr. J, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Correct.
That's
that's
what
such
it
an
was.
awesome
What
pick.
accolades does Pippen have? He has rings. That's
Pippen has the
only
rings.
accolade he has.
Pippen has the rings, and their stats are similar. Obviously, Dr. J is a bit more accomplished. I'd give you that.
A bit.
Like-
A bit. 4-time MVP. What is a bit?
It's close.
I honestly
MVP.
regret
It is
my
not
two
close,
rings.
Jock. It is not close at
It's
all.
not close. Dr. J was the right pick at forward.
Yes. And there's
All right,
another
Nate.
forward who should get taken next.
We'll
Yeah,
see,
right.
Nate.
I need a center, so I can't. I'm not taking the forward who I think.
My team is absolutely huge.
I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna go Mr. No.
Oh
No!
Oh,
What?
Wow. We can
Dikembe
pencil him in with the
Mutombo.
worst draft.
I can name 5 bigs who should be taken above him right
Oh,
now.
there's
100%. I can name you at
there's
least
so
three
many
bigs.
right now. I can name you at
Bro,
least three.
bro, you guys don't understand. Bro, my team is small.
You're right. I don't.
Dude, I'm taking Nikola Jokic over him. Like we're talking about accomplished and
too.
talent.
I am too.
But he has the most, bro. He's second in blocks and he is.
God help
He's
Nate.
20th
Okay,
in
we can move
rebounds.
on.
Yeah,
You should
please.
not be explaining yourself right now. There's
Yeah,
no
no,
Go
explanation.
ahead. Go ahead, Skeff.
Elgin Baylor. Easy.
Like it a lot. Very
Okay.
underrated pick. I like
Yeah,
it a lot.
I'm not gonna lie and say like I know about him because he played so long ago that like I have no
That's
idea.
why I find it difficult because I think there's guys that are a little bit more recent that are better. But I mean, yeah, that's not. I'm not mad. You can't really-
There's nothing to complain about. Back to you, Nate. Redeem yourself.
Oh no, it is a snake draft, which means I get the next.
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I just realized what I could
You know what? This might be a little bit of a reach, and the accolades won't exactly be there. But from a talent perspective, give me Reggie Miller.
Oh, I don't.
I'm not
I
a
don't know.
fan.
I'm
I'm
not
not
Now-
saying that either.
I'm looking at shooting guard right now, and there's only a couple guys maybe I'd argue with Reggie Miller.
I don't disagree, but I think it's a bit of a
I disagree.
yeah.
Nate.
Wow, I really don't. Wow, he's literally okay. He literally plays for the team. Okay,
What? Make
He's
a
gonna
pick.
take Dominique Watch.
it's Dominique Wilkins, right? The guy who played for the Hawks.
Yes,
Yeah.
Nate.
Yes, give me him.
I mean, again, do I hate it? No, but it's a big reach. So
It is a reach.
it's a reach.
I'm done with centers though.
It's-
I'm done with centers, and I have two top 15 centers. Top
Alright,
15.
Now,
That's all right. That's all right. Friedman.
I think that when Ben, you said that Dwayne Wade is the no doubt about it third best shooting guard of all
Oh,
time.
Yes,
don't
he
do
is.
it.
He
Don't
is
do
both.
I don't think so.
Oh, don't
Because-
do it.
I would value maybe the best prime we've ever seen.
No, don't do it, Freeman.
In recent history, I'll take
Freeman.
James Harden.
No.
Are
You
you
know how
kidding
much
me?
I love
I think he is the third best shooting guard of all
You
time.
know how much I love him. Oh.
There's three shooting guards, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. There's three shooting guards I think that have won MVP awards. Am I missing one?
Kobe,
Between-
Kobe,
Kobe, MJ,
Jordan.
and then now James Harden.
James Harden. Does
Yeah,
Russ
that
count?
should
Or
be
no,
it.
Russ is a point guard. Yeah.
Russ is a point guard, so
Julius Irving's a small forward, so yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I'll take James Harden.
Wait,
Oh,
did Dwayne Wade win an MVP?
No.
no. He
Okay.
just he won all those rings. Like
Yeah.
for me, greatest that as of right
Yeah.
now. It was so close,
if I'm
though.
building an individual player, if I'm taking an individual player for my team, give me James Harden. You
I
kidding
can't
me?
believe you just. That was my pick right here.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I'm-
would have been a steal.
I'm so
Um,
bad right now. Doc, go ahead.
So we're on the bench now. Right behind Stockton, my second most underrated point guard of all time. Heart of a hustle. Give me Isaiah Thomas. Two-time Finals
Okay.
MVP.
love
That's a
MVP.
great pick.
I love Isaiah Thomas.
I think
That's
it's
an
solid.
incredible pick.
I think it's solid. A lot
Uh,
of people, really quick before we go, we'll touch on this in a further episode for sure. Where do you guys have Isaiah Thomas in terms of point guards all time?
that's tough.
Five.
Just outside the top 5.
Oh,
Top-
outside the top.
No, I don't know about outside. I'm
Top
firm
five.
top 5.
4 or
I'd probably
5.
have him at 5.
We're talking Magic. We're talking Steph. We're talking.
Stockton for me.
I would put Stockton
I'll
over.
put
I-
Stockton over him. I would put Big
And then-
O over him. I'll put Big O over him, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
I'd
put him over
agree
Big O.
100%. Not
He's a
Oscar
third
Robertson
five.
was an MVP, by the way. I mean,
I agree with Jock, so I have him at 5.
I go Oscar Robertson, but then
That's it.
there's a couple others.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Jock made his Isaiah Thomas pick. I'll go with another playmaker off the bench. I was, in case no one could tell where I was going with it before when I was about to take
Please
a point
don't pick
guard. I said the accolades are just not there for him. Everyone makes fun of him for it. He's still in the league. The
Oh.
longevity. The
Very
longevity.
good pick. Very
The
good.
longevity is insane. The prime is so forgotten on the in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Give me Chris
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah, that's a very good pick.
I like
Chris
that. I
Paul.
thought you were about to take another guard that gets flamed all the time as of right now. And that's
Chris
Yeah.
Paul.
And that's my pick,
Doc,
Jock.
I was thinking about it.
Kath,
trust
if
me.
you take that, I will clown you for a week.
Clown me if you want. His prime was insane.
Awful.
Okay,
Awful.
all right. Let
Go
me
ahead.
let me make my second pick. So Chris Paul, I love that pick. Man.
I
this
have
is
2
this,
guys that could go for that. Okay.
this is tough. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a ton about him, but for my backup shooting guard,
Yes.
give me Walt Frazier from the Knicks.
That's
Love it.
solid.
That is
He
a
led
smart
them to their only 2 franchise championships, which I just learned
Very
about 4
overlooked.
seconds ago.
Yeah, two rings in history. I'm gonna take a top 10 big man that I don't know how he slid so far.
Please don't say it, Jock.
Give me David Robertson.
Oh, him. There's
That's
another
great
guy.
pick.
What do you mean him? Top 10 big man of all time.
There's another guy who I think is above him.
I still think it's a great pick, though. I like
think
that
it's a
pick.
good pick. I was looking at him for sure.
Let's hear it, Friedman.
Oh, I forgot it's my turn. Damn.
It's
Oh,
rough.
darn.
Darn it. Gosh darn it. This
Diggity
is
darn
where
it. Come on.
I really have a tough time because it's so hard to balance prime
I
and
know.
then
It's impossible.
Longevity, yeah. And accolades. It's hard.
Oh my goodness, this is so difficult. You don't even understand it.
I mean, we're all understanding because we're all doing
No. Well, maybe I don't know. Depends if you're thinking of the guy I'm thinking of.
That's true. All right, well, let's hear it.
Oh my goodness. I to be honest with you, I was so blindsided the fact that it's my pick. I don't really know where to go here.
We can skip you, and then when you're ready, you jump in. If you really need to do that.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay. Well, I
I'll
got
take-
a minute
All
timeline.
right, I
right now.
gotcha.
All right.
Let me. All righty. So I'll take.
50 seconds.
Well, I believe had one of the greatest primes of all time
45 seconds.
out of a center. I'll take Dwight Howard with my next
No.
Dude,
Oh.
he is so underrated.
pick. Thank
No,
you.
but there's
I
some
don't
guys who
disagree.
are just
But there's
better.
at least 2 centers I would take over.
There
him.
is, and I'm about to take them so Friedman can feel stupid.
No,
I
I
stand-
know I know them. I don't feel stupid whatsoever. I mean, Dwight Howard in his prime is a top 5 center ever.
The
In his
fact
prime.
that people were mad that Klay Thompson didn't make the top 75 players of all time, but Dwight Howard didn't also, and no one cared. I was so mad about that.
Well,
Dwight
Clay
Howard
should be,
is a top.
Clay should be in
75
top
player.
75. all
There
time.
was a seven-ish year span where Dwight Howard just absolutely
dude.
dominated.
I have a question. Who's better, Magic Dwight Howard or Taiwan Dwight Howard?
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Taiwan Dwight
competition,
Howard's
I'm
gotta be
taking
the
Taiwan.
greatest of all time.
Taiwan.
I mean, I'm going to defend Friedman here real quick. We got 3-time DPOY. That is impressive
Thank
in and
you.
of itself. NBA champion, 8-time All-Star, 8-time All-NBA, 5-time
Block champion.
All-Defensive.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
like,
but I think Saketh's going to take one of the guys. I mean, I don't hate it, but I think that there's at least one center.
Right.
I think there's 2 that I would
Yeah.
take over him.
I think so too, but I just had to defend Dwight, like in
Yeah,
general.
no, like, I don't hate it at all.
defend myself after Saketh goes because I just
Let's hear it,
wanna
Nate.
do defense.
I'm not gonna lie, it's rough. I'm stuck between 2 players.
Oh, at least you got
How
someone.
bad, how bad is this going to be, guys? How bad is this going to be?
All right.
Let's
Well,
let him make the pick.
let's
Come on,
not-
Jock.
Let's not hate on him. You've had your fair share of.
I've
hate,
had
so I
maybe
don't-
We
one
got Jon
debatable.
Snow over here. Let's chill out.
This is actually rough because the 2 players I want, I could probably get them both, but I don't know which one I should pick first just to be safe.
Well, I mean, you're up in like 3 more picks after that. It's just Saketh twice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
I love how
I'm
we're
gonna-
just now figuring out. how to do it.
you guys probably hate this pick.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
You guys are probably gonna hate this, but I'm a big fan of Melo. Not Paul. Carmelo.
Yeah, we
Oh,
know.
Anthony.
I was gonna,
I-
I was,
I-
I was gonna
I-
take him in like maybe my last pick.
He's the
It's a
biggest
fun. I mean,
Bears player.
we're fairly far in that it's fair. Like it's a fun forward to have on the
Okay,
backup. I don't
Please
hate it.
make it my turn.
It is.
Let's hear it. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if you don't have to make it, it is. So go
I
ahead.
have a feeling Saketh's going to take my guy.
Before I make this pick, Free, we know that Dwight Howard coming into the league talent-wise is one of the best prospects we've seen of all time.
Oh no, not prospects. When he in his
Oh,
prime.
when he
he's
okay,
better.
in his prime, yes. But my argument is that as we keep going in history, players are going to keep getting better and better. So considering the time gap, I am going to take Moses Malone.
I agree with that. And there's also another 2 guys that will take over him as well.
Oh, I don't know about that. All right, let's hear the other guy then.
What?
Okay.
I'm
So,
not going to say.
Well,
I
no,
may take-
Saketh is going.
okay. So, my perimeter right now consists of Curry, Elgin Baylor, and Reggie Miller. So I'm gonna take one of the best perimeter defenders of all time,
No.
Kawhi Leonard.
How
I
did he
like it.
slide that far?
The accolades are there that we could justify it.
Can
Kawhi?
somebody explain to me how he slid that far?
Oh no,
Who?
I don't think that's a. I don't
Wait,
think that's a
who?
really big. Fall.
Kawhi.
I think
Kawhi.
it's a great pick.
It's not a diamond in the rough. It's
No,
it's
I
a
don't
good
think it's a
pick.
diamond in the rough. I mean, I think he was very. It was very known that he was just chilling there.
It's a respectable pick. It's
It's definitely
Oh, I
a
love
very
it.
good
I
pick.
love it.
like it.
I
I
love
just don't know if it's like unbelievable.
It was not. He
Swap.
didn't fall. It just
No,
my team,
I agree. Great
my
pick.
team
He didn't
needed
fall.
a small forward, and he was sitting there perfectly for me. So
Yeah. No. All right. So Nate, right back to you then. Let's see that other guy you were thinking of.
I'm gonna go Ray
What?
Ray
Allen.
Allen.
Oh,
Like it.
okay. All right.
I like that pick a lot.
Now you're killing me.
I know exactly where I'm going.
All right. So I'm gonna have to apologize to my man Chadwick
Oh,
because
gosh.
I feel like the MVP award, you're
no,
the
don't
best
take him.
player in the
Please
league
don't take him.
for that year. So I think you see a lot in sports recency bias. I think sometimes when you're doing things like this, it's the opposite. I think we overrate players that are older and we underrate players that are current in the league. So I'll take the two-time MVP Nikola Jokic, who's
I love
currently
it.
playing now.
Like it a lot.
I mean, not as mad as James Harden. That was going to be one of my picks coming up in these next two picks. So very mad, but I'm able to control my anger a little more as we go on. So that's why I'm not breaking my computer screen right now.
Okay.
So Jock, we'll move on to you, bud.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a forward here. 2-time MVP, 1-time Finals MVP, 10-time All-Star. Give me Paul Pierce.
Okay, that's a good one. Starting to get a little more mad about that Jokic pick now. Not gonna lie, now that I'm up. Let's start it off. I need small forward, power forward, center. I want to start it off with my small forward. Give me was Vince Carter taken? I just want to make sure.
Did you say Paul Pierce was an MVP?
Yeah, he was.
That's crazy.
Finals MVP.
He was an MVP.
Like league MVP?
Yes.
He
Wait.
wasn't.
Can I get a
That never
secondary?
happened.
Hold up. Let me double check it.
I highly if he is.
We're gonna get one of those Jock. Oh,
Yeah,
That's
no,
what's
here
coming
comes a no. Ready?
Well, still, even if he wasn't MVP, I'd still take him.
No,
Was
I
he or
wouldn't.
not though?
He was not.
What?
He's only made All NBA 4 times. And that's any All NBA team.
Yeah, he only won Finals MVP.
Okay.
Fair.
All right.
oh.
Oh,
Okay.
You gotta have at least a couple each show. All right. Yeah. So give me Vince Carter. That's the pick I just made.
I didn't even hear that. That's okay. That's solid.
Yeah. So I'm going Vince Carter. I need some big men now. Man, Jokic would be fun. Yeah, little by little, I'm getting more mad at you right now, Freeman, but that's all right. We'll go. Give me Patrick Ewing. I feel like he's a little bit
Yep,
forgotten.
That's a guy I would take over Dwight.
See,
So-
Dwight,
I would not-
but you
I would
can't
not
tell
take
me.
him over Dwight.
I think that's old player bias because Dwight Howard's prime.
Wait, who was the pick?
Patrick Ewing.
Ewing. Dwight Howard's prime, absolutely. I think.
Wait, did he
blows
get
Patrick
picked?
Ewing's prime.
No. Patrick
Oh,
Ewing.
Irwin.
Prime. Patrick Ewing carried the Knicks to the finals. I mean, to the
and
Eastern
just
Conference.
didn't win the finals. He
Yeah,
never
I know
won.
because Michael Jordan played in that era. You're talking about guys that lost to Michael Jordan all the time. The Stockton and Karl Malone team, the Jazz. There was several teams that had amazing players.
Karl
that
Malone did
lost
way
to-
more than Ewing did.
Way more first team than Ewing did, and I just you're looking at Dwight Howard for a 6 to 7 year span, best defender in the league without question. You know that includes best shot blocker in the league, undoubtedly, best rebound in the league, undoubtedly, and he was still giving you 22 a game.
He was the most dominant force in the league.
So
Easily.
you're looking at almost a poor man, not almost, it was a poor man Shaq. It was the modern day Shaq, not the dominance that Shaq had, but darn close.
It was
To the
Shaq
dominant.
with mobility. That's what it was.
Yeah, and also shout out Dwight Howard was in a few of those years was battling with a St. Joe's alumni, St. Joe's grad, Andrew Bynum was the guy that he was battling with sometimes. So shout out Andrew Bynum. Had to plug that in there real quick.
I love it.
Um,
So
So-
that's just with me. With
As Matt
Wait.
said, Ben, you did your two, right? It's me.
Yep. Yeah. Vince Carter and Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, I get we have the history bias, but you're going to talk about the 1957, 1958 MVP, one of the most underrated guards of all time, in my opinion. Give me Bob Cousy.
Oh no.
He's
What do you
not.
mean? No, he's a two-time All-Star, 14-time All MVP, All NBA. I don't know what you're doing.
Well, he played against like my
Okay,
great
he's a
grandma.
two-time
Yeah,
All-Star.
that's the problem though. We run into that issue. If we're talking greatest players of all time,
Because if we do that now and 50 years later, we can say LeBron played against plumbers.
But hold
Yeah.
on, this is
when
We're
there's
not
50,
talking full
when
court
there's
dropping
50
the game.
Victor Wembanyama's running around, it is going to be plumbers when we talk about LeBron.
everybody has different criteria. For me, I think the only way to go really, really far back in history and call it like a very sound pick is when you're taking a guy who just absolutely dominated like no other.
This
So,
guy was
for
the
me,
number
on
two
my
option on. This guy was the number two option on one of the most historic teams of all time,
Okay,
behind
so
Bill Russell.
stop talking about historic.
Will,
Like,
Will.
You're telling me that the Celtics in the 50s and 60s were not one of the greatest
Well,
90s
I-
teams?
who cares
historic
about
matters.
historic? We're talking
Will,
about best players.
you gotta take you compare him to like don't compare to Wilt, but look what Wilt did, and then
That's
what
that's my point. Look
Okay,
at Will
but
like a Dr.
The Bob
J,
Cousy won two
four-time
MVPs, was a 14-time All NBA, and won multiple rings with Bill Russell. I mean-
yeah, I'm with Jock. That's enough
Thank
dominating for
You
me.
can't deny. You
No,
can't deny
I-
those accolades. Is my point. You can't deny those accolades.
Well, I think you very easily can when you say they
Oh
played in
my-
the league with half the teams not even.
No,
I think when you're bringing up rings from back then, it's invalid.
But I wasn't bringing up rings. Like, yes, he won rings, but he's also
You
a
just
two-time
said he was
MVP,
on one of the.
14-time All NBA. It was also Rookie of the Year too.
Freeman, you can make the same
everyone-
argument in 50 years with, like I said, with
Thank
LeBron.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're-
Matt.
Can you
We're
can you
running
read me
into-
can you read me his resume really quick?
Bob Cousy,
Yes.
1957, 1958 MVP, two MVPs, 14-time All NBA. I'm not sure on the number of rings. I think it's like
Wait,
5.
1957, 1958. Wait.
He won-
Are you on Stats Basketball Reference right now?
No,
Bob Cousy was a two-time MVP?
I believe so. That's what it's telling me right here.
Can someone help me out with that? I don't have. any
Yeah,
sort
I'm
of
checking for you.
anything else.
I got it. I have it right
Maybe-
here. I have it right here.
Maybe he was. I'm not sure. I
No,
thought
he was not. He was a two-time. He was a one-time MVP.
Okay,
and he
one
was a
MVP.
two-time All-Star MVP.
Okay.
Yeah,
All-Star
13-time
MVP is an
NBA
Mickey
All-Star.
Mouse award. Well, we're
What
in
is it?
agreement with that.
All-Star MVP, is that an award we're tracking
Yeah,
now?
we're not.
No,
We're not.
no,
No, I'm making sure on the same page.
He
That's
did
so
win
it's
an MVP.
one
though. He did
MVP.
win an MVP.
One MVP, a bunch of rings, 14-time All NBA. Yeah, I'll definitely.
So
I don't hate the pick at all.
Thank you. I think
I'm
it's
gonna
very
pivot
good.
towards my pick.
Sure.
I'm gonna take. Oh God, this is killer.
Gosh,
Oh gosh,
there it
Oh.
is.
this is killer. I'm stuck. I'm trying to look at point guards here.
There's
And
two.
You know what? No.
Why would he say that?
Scratch that. I'm going to look at a guy whose career was plagued with injuries. But if you watch this guy play,
Wow.
if we're talking about talent,
Okay,
he's
Please
one of the
don't
most
take him.
talented guys we've ever seen.
I respect it. He has
I
a
think
couple
Tracy
accolades.
McGrady has to be taken.
Oh.
If we're looking
No,
at
that was my
actual
pick. I
talent.
swear it was my pick.
That was my pick.
Tracy
I'm gonna-
McGrady, his talent was like no other. And
He
Okay,
was insane.
I had a different.
insane.
Okay, I had a different
Ben,
guy.
I
in
know
mind.
what you're gonna
I'll
say,
throw it in
too.
at the end.
Ben, I know what you're gonna say too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna take him because I don't need him anymore. But
Yeah.
that's where I thought Freeman was going.
You
But
talking about
Nate,
Penny
we'll throw it to
Hardaway?
you. No.
Nate, have you been keeping track of the players selected?
Yeah. Go to
All
it's
right,
in the
good, 'cause
private chat.
I'm not writing any of this anywhere. I'm just
No.
off the dome, so.
Well, my pick's gone, so I gotta go find a new one.
All right.
Nice and quick. Let's go.
Was it Ben 50 seconds or whatever?
Yeah, a minute. We're starting now.
You know what? I'm just gonna take the guard who I looked at before.
I was looking at guards too, so this might be a pretty good pick.
I'm gonna go point guard, true point guard. I'm gonna go with the guy who was more efficient and had more assists and more points. I want Jason Kidd.
Oh,
I like it.
we're
Are we
missing a
taking
point
Jason
guard.
Kidd over Jerry West now? Is that what's going on?
Oh, that's
I wanted a playmaker. Jason Kidd has way more assists than Jerry West.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Showtime Lakers show kind of put me off to Jerry West. Not a big Jerry West fan
Yeah.
anymore after that show.
I love that show though. The
Completely biased by me, but that man, that guy was so hateable.
yeah, the Showtime Lakers
He
show
was
a great
very
show.
hateable. But with my pick, I think we can't disregard his resume,
Sure.
how many chips he won, how impactful he was to the game of basketball.
Ooh.
You got to take Jerry West.
That's fine. I just don't like him.
Wait, is his number 44?
Yeah.
It's
He's
the
the
44th pick. Or no, dang, no, it's the 45th.
Oh, alrighty. So Kev, you're next, right? You go again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
wait,
this is the
wait,
last pick.
real quick, Zaketh, you said how many championships he won? He got one.
Did he only
He
have
did get
one?
one.
Never seen my pick.
No, you cannot. He had one as
You
a
have
player.
another pick right now. You have another.
He had
I
one
do.
as a player. This is
do
the,
have
this is the
another
last. Yeah, this is the final. This is round 10 right now.
Are we sure?
Yeah,
Yep.
this is the
Yeah,
last
this is it.
pick.
This is the final round.
Yeah, we're all keeping track except for
Yeah,
you, Freeman.
this is final round.
Oh, all right.
Oh man.
I might miss someone then. I might have missed someone.
There's a couple options. I'll tell you right now the two guys I'm looking at. The round mound of rebound, Charles Barkley.
Oh wow,
And-
he fell.
Yeah, I was. Oh, I'm so
He
mad you brought him
plummeted.
up. I'm so
Nate's
mad.
just gonna take him because you said that, but that was
No,
like
I was actually gonna. I actually was gonna take.
Is this
him,
not the
so-
last pick of the draft?
That's
Sakesh,
your
I
last
want
pick
you
right
to want you to pick whoever else
Wait,
you were
this
looking
is
at.
Saketh's last pick, correct?
That
No,
was
this
Zaketh's
is
last
the
pick right
last
there.
pick of the draft.
This is the
No,
last
this is
round.
your last pick.
No, this is your last pick.
46. We have to get to 50. So Sakesh,
Yeah.
I want you to
Uh,
pick the other guy and not the guy I wanted because that would be two times that happened now.
Please.
Wait, what's going on right now? Zaketh
Right.
just made 2 picks.
I'll be completely honest. I'm deciding between Russell
Whoa,
Westbrook
whoa,
and Charles
whoa, whoa,
Barkley.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Jerry West and Charles Barkley. What are we doing?
No, I didn't pick Charles Barkley. I said I'm choosing between Russell
Oh,
Westbrook and
what are
Charles
we thinking out loud for?
What are we doing?
Okay. You did it to me, Ben. Okay, give me.
No, I just said it flat out.
All right. Give
Let's
me.
not. I don't want to have to go looking for another player, please.
Give me Charles. Just give me Charles.
Y'all hate me, man. Y'all hate me, bro.
That is one of the best picks of the draft.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that was my pick. I thought I was gonna get him, and I was.
Oh, I was gonna get him, bro.
See, now here comes everybody lying, saying that they were.
I was
thinking
waiting
about
for
it.
a
I
round.
wasn't thinking about him at all.
I
was
wasn't
not.
either, but
I
these two
wanted
were
him-
lying
I've been
Okay.
that they
looking.
thought
I've
it.
been looking at a screen of Charles Barkley for a round.
Well, you
I
guys
have been
the
looking at the
screens. I'm off the
2K
dome the
ratings this entire time, and he's not into
Hey, yo,
it.
same,
So
bro.
I just did not know about him.
Yeah, 'cause
I,
he's like a
knew,
90
I don't have.
Why are we looking at 2K
computer
ratings,
I'm
Black?
just.
I'm not going off 2K ratings. I'm just using it so I know like who dudes are.
I don't even
Hey,
have anything.
I'm not
other
gonna
than my
lie.
pick.
I have zero clue who to take with this last pick.
What do you need?
I need a power forward.
There's a pick that I'm gonna make that I love, but we'll see where you go.
Does nobody else need a guard?
I need a
forward.
guard. I
I need a
think.
forward.
I think I
I'm
need a
happy.
guard.
I'm gonna have to go to the waiver wire after the draft.
Is
Oh.
that legal? Don't forget we have uniforms and
Yeah,
coaches.
uniforms and coach.
I'm like trying to spam my head through all the players from.
Well, you got 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's hustle up here.
Spam my head through all the.
Now
I've
make-
never even heard that be used.
Oh,
20
all right.
seconds.
Give me Chris Bosh.
It's a-
Oh, awful.
No.
He was he was never anything but the third best player on like
On
any
any team,
notable
yeah.
team. He was
Yeah.
the best player on the Raptors, who sucked.
That was your moment. Jeez.
Oh man! All right,
Last pick of the draft, and he is a Hall of Famer. So
All right.
That's like that's so meaningless now.
all of these guys are. So like, what are we? Friedman.
Yeah. So I'm
Last
stuck
pick.
between two MVP winning guys. This is tough. I'm stuck between two guys who have won MVPs, but I'll take the guy who I think is going to be a better distributor for me. So I'll take Steve Nash.
Yeah,
That
Love
is- he
I think
plummeted, too.
I think That was definitely not to the extent of the Charles Barkley.
It's
I
still a
think-
great pick.
He really, I think he fell. He went way overlooked.
I
I
was
was stuck between him and Jason Kidd. Jason
Oh,
Kidd's
God. Here we-
Dude,
yeah. No,
Why
I
is
think
everyone-
that's. I think
I'll
Chris
say
Carter,
I'll say it after Ben's pick, but everyone's hating on this one guy.
is it me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I know it's overlooked a lot for size, but give me the greatest rebounder of all time. Give me Dennis Rodman.
I don't even think he has the
Alright,
most rebounds. all
I have
time.
such
That
mixed
that does
feelings.
not make me.
I feel like
Huh?
that's either a really good pick or a,
It's
I
a
don't know
complete
how I
hit or
feel
miss.
about
I
that.
agree with that.
Dennis Rodman.
you
was
know,
good at
I
one-
think that's a really good pick actually.
Thank you.
I don't.
I honestly have no idea how to feel about it. I think we'll call it a solid pick for my book.
I think in the last round of the draft, I think it's a good pick for where he was
I
taken.
think I think it's good, but whatever.
Yeah. Guys, there's a couple of guys I want to throw out there. Very, very controversial, but I think their names are worth mentioning. First
You only
off, I'll
have
start
one
off.
that's actually your pick, correct?
Yeah. One of
Okay.
them is actually my pick. Russell Westbrook, real quick.
Yeah,
guys.
that's what I was talking
between
about.
him and Steve Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got one of the. It's an incredible MVP, Mr. Triple Double himself. I mean, what he's done so far in his career is undeniable. And I mean,
I feel like the only thing between him and Oscar Robertson is those titles.
it's very
And I think,
close.
I think you're
He's a
right.
mod-
actually.
He's a
No,
modern day
no,
to go.
no.
Another name, I know the injury is brutal to get by, but I mean, Freeman brought up Prime. If we're talking about James
Right.
Harden, how about Derrick Rose, guys?
No.
No.
His prime. If an example of a guy with their prime, like you look at James Harden's prime, he was the best scorer like we've seen for like
6 years. It's like 6
yeah,
years.
a good 5-6 year period. And then you look at like Dwight Howard's another guy I took. He was the most dominant player in the league for like 7 years. Derrick Rose had 1 or 2 years where he was like that, and then it kind of fell off. So I think that's not enough of a prime in my
If you
opinion.
give me MVP Rose, yeah, but if we're looking all time,
Yeah,
If we're talking
Let
1
me-
year, I'm still not taking Derrick Rose.
Let me give you an
I
honorable
think he would have
mention.
went, but all time no.
Honorable mention: the guy whose career was cut off by injuries, Penny Hardaway. I feel like
I would
he
have said
be-
Stephon Marbury.
I think it's a poor man's Tracy McGrady. I think it's just
Yeah,
I
I think
agree.
that no. My point is, I think Penny Hardaway would have been an all-time great if it wasn't for injuries.
But
Yeah,
talk about
Wait,
the
what
guy
is
that's
your
overlooked.
opinions about Stephon Marbury? Because some people say he should
No,
be.
stop. He's not even relevant to this
Stop.
conversation.
Yeah,
If
no,
you're
I
talking about a
agree.
guy that's overlooked, I mean, just because he wasn't the best player on his team, give me Klay Thompson. I mean, you
Oh,
got
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson should have been in
definitely
the
could have been
discussion.
drafted
I wanted
here.
to take Klay.
No, he
at
should not.
multiple
He is the most
No, he
overrated
should
player
not
of all
have been.
No,
time.
he's
Oh,
not.
that
He
is-
is not overrated.
oh,
He is the
oh,
second best shooter of all time.
Oh,
So,
He is
okay,
so
you're telling me
overrated.
Klay
Whoa!
Thompson, hold on.
Whoa!
All right,
You're telling
Nate,
me
what are we
Klay
doing?
Thompson is a top 50 player ever.
wait, who?
Klay
I
Thompson.
think- no,
Who's
I think-
Klay Thompson better than all time?
No, I think the fact that we are building a team puts him in the top 50 of all time.
I would agree with
No, we're not. Don't make that argument, dude. I
We
don't
are.
want to hear that.
To build a team, he's a
I
good
mean,
shooter, but
we're
like
talking-
Yeah, exactly. When you have all these guys who are so ball dominant, you
No,
have a guy like-
I don't want to make
okay,
that
so
argument.
I'm just saying I don't know who you guys have at your small forward spot. For me, if I want to put Dr. J there, like I might. So let's James Harden, I'll take over him. Dr. J, I might have to slide him to small forward. I mean, that was a secondary, so I might put him there, and then I would take Tracy McGrady over him. So those are my 2 to 3 guys. Like, does anyone have a guy in their team looking back? They're like, oh, Clay would have been better than him. I don't think so.
No.
I don't think Clay should be replaced with anyone that went off the
He
board.
was never a top 2 player on his team any year of his career. Any
Oh,
year.
wait.
What?
Curry and
He's the second
Draymond.
best player on his team.
Curry and Draymond.
You would take.
He's way
you know
better
what?
than Draymond. Are we serious?
No, wait,
right
hold
now?
on,
Draymond
Jock. Hold on,
better,
Jock,
no.
before you say something stupid.
No, he's not.
Draymond Green's coming out party was let's say 2015, right?
And that's
Before
LeBron
that,
and
it
then
was-
KD.
It was Steph, Clay for those 3-4 splash bro years, and then Draymond had that big what's the word, popped out, I guess, 2014, 2015, right? But
Yeah.
before that, when you said Klay Thompson wasn't the second best, he was the second best until the 2 or 3 years before Draymond became a decent ball handler.
I have
No,
a question.
dude, Draymond's defense alone was always just so much more valuable to play.
I could agree with both sides here, to be honest. But I have a question. If we're just talking, obviously, I mean, Derrick Rose, I think, wasn't selected, and that is how it should be.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I
I
just want to
believe
throw the name out there.
I believe Luka Doncic wasn't selected, and that's rightfully so. But if we're talking prime, I'm taking Luka Doncic's prime, or at least just his early part of his career. I'm taking Luka Doncic's early part of his career over Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Oh.
So much.
Wait, Ben, what's
dude,
your
I am too.
If you're looking
The
at
fact that no, it's the fact that Luka
Throw
has won
Luka
MVP.
into that same position Derrick Rose was in 2011. I feel like we still get a youngest
Dude.
MVP ever.
Throw LeBron into Michael Jordan's position in the 90s. Like, what are we
No,
talking
no.
about right now?
now,
Well,
okay,
I'm saying we're
I'll
looking
just
at
say
two-
Luka has made amazing strides defensively. He's turning into a good defender. I believe maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I said he wasn't. Luka is a very good defender. He's averaging 2 steals a game right now, I believe. So he's evolving into a good defender. I don't believe Derrick Rose was ever like that in terms of defensive
There's a
numbers.
size
He
difference
wasn't,
though,
but
between
I think
Derrick
the
Rose.
youngest MVP in NBA history. Like,
But I'm
does
saying
look-
Luka, but it's also a very situational thing because it's very situational. Because the only player that was really in that conversation was LeBron, and LeBron, like his MVP award was stale. Like they had to give it to someone new, and Derrick Rose was playing very well at a very young age, so they gave it to him. Right now, in today's day and age, and since Luka has entered the league, you're looking at a budding Giannis, a budding Jokic, and then as Luka gets older, you're gonna see Ja, Jason Tatum, potentially Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and way more. This is just off the dome right there. But I feel like Derrick Rose, when he played, had a much less crowded MVP race than Luka has in his career so far and will have in his career. I just think 33 a game right now with like 8 assists and 8 boards and shooting efficiently with 2 steals, that's better than anything Derrick Rose has ever put up.
All right. So I just remembered my last pick needs to be done. Not a very fun one to end off the draft, if we're being honest, but I am very proud of it. I think it's a great pick. If Larry Bird's a small forward, he's the greatest power forward in Boston Celtics history. Give me Kevin McHale.
Yeah.
I mean, 3-time
I looked at
NBA
him.
champion.
I looked at him too. I took Rodman over Kevin McHale because I feel like Rodman has more accolades and defensively he was.
But what accolades does Dennis Rodman have other than rings with the best player of all time?
I'll read him out to you right now. Hold up.
I think he was probably rebounding champ a couple times.
I'll run this through you guys real quick. I mean, 3-time NBA champion, 7-time NBA All-Star, 3-time All-Defensive first team, 3-time All-Defensive second team.
No, I like that pick a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what accolades that Dennis Rodman had.
He doesn't have any besides.
Five-time NBA champion, 2-time NBA All-Star, 8-time All-Defensive team. And that's
So
what he's got.
these are unbelievably weak compared to Kevin McHale's.
That's just Kevin McHale, but like he's just better. I mean, like
Yeah, Kevin,
there's not much.
that's exactly correct. If Kevin McHale played with Michael Jordan, you would see those 5 rings also, but you also would see, the more all-star selections, more all-defensive. I know. I think Dennis Rodman had more all-defensive, but that's about the only thing that he has on him except rings.
All right, so I think that'll bring us to our last 3 rounds. The teams are done and set. We are going to draft a light uniform, a dark uniform, and then our head coach with the very last round. I think we'll start it off with the light uniform. It'll snake right back around to me. Not that it matters. I don't think any of you guys would take this. It is the jersey I currently have on. It is the Miami Heat whiteout
Oh,
jersey.
that's tough. That's tough.
I love this jersey so much.
Let me tell you what made that jersey better. And I don't know if it's just in the beginning of my childhood where I remember it and it makes me feel nostalgic, but the whole, everyone in Miami was wearing white. It was the whiteout.
Oh yeah.
My gosh. The atmosphere that was involved was fantastic. And I think that couples in with the jersey, to be honest.
And also, LeBron was the villain of the NBA. If you weren't a Heat fan, you hated him. And these jerseys are just, they're so evil. I don't know how to explain it. But they go so well with that. So Yeah, so first pick, the Miami Heat whiteout jersey from the early 2010s. So, Jock, over to you.
I want to take this one. I think I'm gonna have to take from Matt's team the retro Vancouver Grizzlies jerseys, the teal ones.
Those are awesome. I
I
love them.
love
Yeah,
it's my
those
favorite
are
jersey. It's my favorite jersey of all time. Those are hard. And Mike Bibby, oof, what a jersey. I love those.
So that's exactly the jersey that I have. It's really a
I have a
stellar
John Morant
jersey.
one, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, you're looking at
I
guys.
have both of them.
Iconically, Mike Bibby's the guy that wore that jersey.
I
mean,
do
we're
want
talking
to. I do want
iconic.
to
It's
show.
like-
Are we doing light first and then dark?
You can do either
Yeah,
one.
this is the light round.
Those are the jerseys. So
Yeah,
tough.
those are tough.
That's Jaren Jackson, but we get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We're talking. So it's more like light and then colored.
Yeah, like light and dark. So like this is kind of pushing it, but we're gonna allow it.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, although I do think that the purple ones are better, I think that the Toronto Raptors.
Oh, that was
uh,
mine.
That was mine.
I'm gonna
Joe.
take them in their white, obviously, because I think there's a better pick for the darker for my darker one. But I think that regardless, just a little Raptor. It's an amazing jersey. So I'll take them. But the
Wait, did you
white
take the
jersey.
purple or the white one?
Well, the
The
purple
white,
is the dark.
white
jersey.
it's the light round, so he's gonna go
Yeah,
white.
so I'll take
Okay.
the white. I think the purple is a little better, but like
Yeah.
the white. Oh, come on, that's just a.
It's gorgeous. I mean, look at the little like the spikes
Nah,
on the name
it's such
too.
a great jersey. I think that's in contention for best of all time, in
It
my
is.
opinion.
Over to you, Nate.
For light jerseys, I'm gonna probably have to go with. Now you said, wait. So okay, let me just clarify. For dark, does it have to actually be dark? It has to be dark, right? It
Color.
doesn't have to be light color.
I don't know, man. Like
Like,
Well, I'm just
we'll
asking,
discuss
'cause
as a
they're-
group if we think
like
it's dark.
the teal Vancouver jerseys could be a dark jersey. Like they kind of go both.
No,
ways.
that's a light jersey, but there are jerseys that I think are pushing it.
just like
Okay,
like
because for my
and
light
color.
jersey,
overthinking.
I
Yeah, this
Okay.
isn't that difficult. No one's
all
gonna
right,
take
for my light jersey, I'm gonna go with the Miami Heat blue and pink, where it's half and half. Well,
Oh,
no,
right.
not that one. There's another one that they have.
The half and half over that.
Oh, that's awful. This is the best one. Are you
Yeah, no
serious?
question
Nate? When it's
about
like
it.
split in half?
Oh,
Yeah,
Nate. No, Nate.
Nate,
I
that is
prefer-
awful. Nate,
I
that
prefer
is
I
awful.
prefer the half and half colors. I think it looks cooler.
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not a fan.
You're telling me
I'm not
that
a
is
fan.
better than this?
I mean, you can't really debate this, but I'm just not a fan.
There's
Personally,
Yeah,
so
I'm
much
not
going
either.
on.
Not at
There-
all.
there's
I don't
too
know.
much
I don't know. I like the blue and pink. That's why.
It
Yeah.
kind of looks like a Go-Gurt, which like I get is kind of cool.
Yogurt is my least favorite food, so that
But,
No.
major childhood
Okay,
food. If
my
I
turn,
ate it now, I
Ben.
would throw up.
So for me, when I think greatest uniforms of all time, I think those vintage ones that kind of have like a picture on it and it's not just words. And for that reason, one of my favorite is the let me check what year this is. 1998, 1999 Pistons jerseys.
Love them. That was my dark pick. Well, the light ones, right? Not the dark.
Yeah,
ones.
I like the light ones, yeah.
I
are
love
we
them.
making a rule that you cannot take like no
The
one
dark
can
ones,
take?
yeah. Because like I was just
All right,
about to ask.
let's do that because it allows for more creativity.
I was just about to say
Yeah.
that because I was gonna take the dark version of those Pistons jerseys.
So then,
That's what I
like,
was
no one can take any of the
Yeah.
like. No one can take the old Raptors. No one can take the old Pistons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
thinking. That's fair.
No one can take the new age Heat or the like tens.
I like the dark ones better, me personally, but those are very nice.
These
I
are,
like
They're cool.
these are gorgeous. The little flames coming out because of the pit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
those are incredible. All right, so Kat, that goes right back to you for your second jersey.
Okay, so for my dark jersey,
At this point, it's
this
just
one
two
might
jerseys.
this one might
Yeah.
be a little bit like people might not like it as much as me, but I like the pinstripe Orlando jerseys.
Oh no! That's what I was gonna take. That's fire.
I love
Oh.
those.
Damn,
We're talking
bro.
Shaq Diesel?
That one's a great pick.
We're talking the Shaq Diesel jerseys, right?
Show me a picture. Let me make sure. Yep, those ones. I love them.
Wait, it's loading for me. I can't. You got. Oh, I would have taken them in blue. I like it in blue better. I mean, would blue count as dark?
Yeah, Ben, that one. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, that's such a great pick. I swear that's what I was gonna go with. That's
Those are
really a great
gorgeous.
pick. Ah,
All right, Nate.
I want the Houston Rockets jersey. It has like the rocket and it's like dark blue.
That's a great one too. I love that one too.
yeah.
Yeah, the
that's really
pinstripe
good.
bit.
Uh,
I thought they were pinstripes, right?
yeah, they have pinstripes on.
Yeah.
The Rockets, yeah.
Can't see too much here, but I think this is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now I have a interesting question.
I have one too for mine.
That's a crazy duo.
Are-
too.
Are All-Star
Oh,
jerseys allowed?
No.
No, why not? Why not?
Yeah, why
Who
why
ca-
is
it's
it
the
such a
uniform
immediate
round. Pick an
no?
Right,
all-star
fine.
jersey.
Fine, all-star jerseys, whatever.
You're gonna. I mean, if you
Okay.
can't allow all-star jerseys, you're gonna hate my next pick. So we'll just go with it.
So, so you're gonna need to help me on this one, Chadwick.
Got it.
Scottie Pippen played in this All-Star game. Is it 95 maybe?
We're gonna search for you.
Take a look.
Oh,
Take
is
a look.
there
I don't-
with the chili pepper going on?
It's teal with a chili pepper.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Oh my god, what a fire jersey!
I've never seen these
personally
before.
have it. That jersey is absolutely sick. I love it.
That's
Now,
such
is
a
that
fun
dark?
jersey.
Is that dark?
That's
It's dark. Mine's
Who
darker in real life.
guys,
than
at
that.
this point, no one cares. Pick two jerseys.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that jersey's fire.
Fine.
Give me that.
that's so fun.
What year?
That's
Wait,
such a
what year
fun
is it?
jersey. The chili peppers spitting the basketball on the end. Oh man,
Nah, that. What year was that? I'm curious.
I have no idea.
Okay, I thought it was 95.
96, 97.
Okay.
So Ben, it's my pick, right, for the dark.
Yep.
I'm going to take the retro Phoenix Suns purple jerseys, the dark purple ones, with the.
Not my favorite, but they're good.
I love them. I love them.
We're talking like Charles Barkley.
Yeah, like those Phoenix Suns, the purple one.
I want to say one because I know Ben is not gonna pick it, but I love the.
No, dude. When I tell you no one will pick my jersey, no one will pick my jersey.
Yeah, I like the I like the black Timberwolves
Yeah,
jerseys.
those are the ones. Those are the ones. Those are nice. I love those.
These are very nice. I can.
I'm
I
not
can
a
respect-
fan, but they're
simple.
iconic.
They're simple, but I like them.
That's why I like them.
All right.
I
So
was
yeah,
just
you're good?
want to say before you go, I was debating between those and then the purple throwback Jazz jerseys are really nice too with the mountains.
Oh, they are really
Those are
Oh,
good.
oh man, we missed on that. Or the Nuggets
Yeah.
jerseys for light.
I like. I was
Oh,
between
the Nuggets were crazy.
The,
I was
back in
between-
the
Oh
day.
yeah.
the,
I
the
like
Sixers
the,
were
I
really
like the
nice
Barkley
too.
jerseys a little bit more than the Jazz. That's why I took those.
The Sixers and the Timberwolves are really nice too.
Yeah, I like those. I mean, these are all great jerseys.
Yeah,
that
the
I could pick.
Timberwolves. They're a great logo back.
These are all great jerseys that I could pick. But guys, how could I pass up taking the jersey from the greatest basketball franchise to ever exist?
Oh,
The
that's super
star
fun.
player is the owner, the halftime performer. I mean, there's just so much going
Jackie
on.
Moon.
Give me the Flint Tropics, baby.
Oh,
The Flint Tropics. Give me Jackie
Wow.
Moon and the Flint Tropics. This
what a
jersey
great pick!
This
What
jersey
a
is
great
gorgeous.
pick! I was on your page the minute you said. Oh my God! What a great pick!
That is a gorgeous jersey.
That is
Wow.
actually amazing.
Love it.
Not gonna lie.
Love it.
That is,
I,
I mean,
would sing the song, but I don't know if that's allowed on. here.
we'll sing the song when the live stream ends. How about that?
All right, let's do it.
I mean, what a team name. You're in Flint, Michigan. Not a great part of town, but you're the Tropicals. I mean, that's incredible.
Unbelievable!
The
Unbelievable!
Flint, Michigan
pick.
Tropics.
All right, let's get through these coaches because I cannot wait to debate our teams. So
All right, so we'll start with the coaches. I don't know if it's close for you guys at one, but I am
It's
taking
not
one
close.
here. I actually don't, because I mean you got the current guy.
I think once again I'm really I think number 3 was a very high pressure pick on both the coaching side and the players side because 1 and 2 for players and I think 1 and 2 for coaches is easy bang bang 1-2 and then I'm right here on my side is when I'm forced to make an actual tough decision.
Give me Phil Jackson. I'm gonna go Phil Jackson with this
That's the correct pick in my opinion.
one. Okay, all right. 'Cause I know there's another guy out there.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, 9 championships. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You go the Jordan and Pippen era, then you get the
Yeah.
Shaq and Kobe era.
Yeah.
980 and 418 losses in his 18-year career. That is unreal. Coach of the year, Phil Jackson, number 1 pick.
And he was one of the most revolutionary ever with the whole triangle thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best
Yeah,
coach of all time. That
And
was-
I'm gonna take the guy. I'm gonna take the guy that's right next to him. Give me Greg Popovich.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah, yeah.
It's an easy one too. So over to you, Freed.
I mean,
I know who I would go here. I don't think you're gonna go him.
I
but-
just think that this guy, he's a winner all throughout his career. He won as a player. He has been very successful as a coach. He's been pretty blessed with pieces that fit together perfectly, and he's been blessed with 2 top, I think we can agree, top 15 players when it's all said and done of all time for a good part of the career. But I think this guy's a winner, and I think he is a very unspoken hero of why the Warriors dynasty worked. So I'm going to say Steve Kerr.
he's so underrated.
So
He's very underrated, but not
I'll pick it
over.
up.
Not over. There's some coaches that are better than him.
No,
All right,
no.
let's
After
run through
1
them
and
and
2,
keep in
No,
mind,
after
I don't
one
have a
and two-
laptop looking up best coaches of all time.
I'm not. I'm saying off the top of my head. I at least know 2.
You're
All
about
right.
to whip out
Well,
some-
let's run through and then we'll hear what you have to say. Nate.
Pat Riley. I was
Yep,
thinking.
that's one.
I was thinking Kareem era.
That's fine. I think his players were too good, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is fair.
These
I
are so
turn.
subjective at this point.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I am going with a fun pick. The guy who's coached the most talent we've ever. He's undoubtedly coached the most talent ever. Coach K.
Oh, that's a really good pick.
I love that.
That's a really good pick.
I
That
felt
didn't
really
even
proud of
cross my
myself doing
mind.
that.
No, and that was an awesome pick.
He does
get-
coach
I
the
get-
USA team.
I get
so-
it's a throwback, but are we not? Are we just all gonna skip over the 3rd greatest NBA coach of all time, Red Auerbach? Are we serious right now?
Who?
Shut
See,
up, Doc.
this is why I think it's funny.
12-time
telling me-
NBA
You're
champion.
telling me
Are
you
we
did not
serious?
look that up. You're telling me you didn't look that up.
I'm telling you that when
Wait,
you
spell
He
their
was
name
the
for
guy
me.
in the
Spell their
50s
name
and
for me
60s
right
for
now.
Boston.
Spell their
Okay.
name for me.
what?
He had
Spell
five
their-
There's
Hall
no
of
way
Famers
you
on
knew
his
this guy's name before.
You're telling no. When he took Steve Kerr, I knew that there was 2 guys that I would take over Kerr. I think he's 5.
He has 5 Hall of Famers on his team.
Red Auerbach has
Yeah,
12
I mean,
rings.
There's so
Yeah,
many
and
less
5 Hall of
teams.
Famers on his team. When you have 5 Hall of Famers on a team for like
How do you spell his name?
multiple years, I don't. I think he actually might have had 6 at one point. I don't. Yeah, he has the rings, but I don't know if that's coaching. In my opinion,
I think Steve Kerr's case, there's so much talent, but I think he had such a massive role in the draft process, which is how they built
that's
the
why that yeah.
No, I think Steve Kerr, like, schemes a lot for Curry and makes him seem like. Do you see the movement, the screens?
He
That's
is a
all
really good
Steve
shooter
Kerr.
head.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is all Steve Kerr. It is
I'm not
insane.
gonna lie, and I
Steph
also
running like
I
18
also
miles
don't
every
hate
game.
the
I feel
Coach
like
K pick.
What?
I also don't hate your pick.
Oh,
if
it's
Coach
outside of
K.
the box. It's a very
No
good
one,
pick.
that is one of my favorite picks.
I think
ever.
Coach K might be the most clever pick of this entire.
That
draft.
is so and it's fair too. It doesn't matter if it's NBA or not.
Not yeah. I
He,
wasn't.
he coaches the USA team, or he did. I don't
Yeah,
know. If
sure.
He still
So
does.
No,
then we can count it.
he's done now.
Yeah.
But he coached the
That-
USA.
that
And
is so-
I feel like college is also much more scheme heavy than the
competitive
NBA.
as
So
well.
it
It definitely
requires
is, yeah.
it requires
well, I
is
mean,
small.
there's layers to it because college is recruiting also, and
it
Yeah.
is,
it's,
but
it's a whole different.
yeah,
like,
but I'm
season
saying
structure.
when you look at the NBA, there's no zone defenses almost. It's man to
Yeah,
man,
it's all man, yeah.
all
It's
based
very
on
lax
talent,
based.
1v1s with
Well, that's nowadays. That's nowadays.
yes,
right?
yeah.
When
But with let's say college basketball, a lot of zone defenses, a lot of passing, a lot of plays being run, which is why I pick Coach K.
that no,
All right, so
I love.
I think that
Sure.
brings us to the very final portion, right before we hit that 2-hour special mark. Let's just go over all the teams, see what we have, and rank them, and we'll get a consensus ranking of what we think of each other's teams, and then we could finally end this episode off. So, Saketh, I'll start with you. I mean, just run through your lineup, throw the unis and the coach in there as well, just to see if you can sway us a little bit.
Ben,
Okay.
real quick before you go, do you want us to type our lineups out so we can see all of them or no?
Yeah, sure. Just so they're always out there. Sure.
All right. So do you want it separated with starters and then bench?
No, because mine's kind of
okay.
interchangeable. Depends
Alright,
on
yeah,
the
sounds good.
matchup and all that.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna run through my team real quick. Coached by Coach K
Yep.
is Kareem, Curry, Bill Russell, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Reggie Miller, Moses Malone, Kawhi Leonard, Jerry West, and Charles Barkley.
Okay.
Charles Barkley was a steal of the draft, 100%.
Okay.
All right. Nate, we'll go to you.
I finally have my
I-
computer up and running.
All right, so when I was doing this, I wanted defense and offense. So my point guard is AI because he's a ball handler.
You wanted
And,
defense and offense, Nate? Really?
well, yeah, I wanted players who could defend, and I wanted some players who were like known for scoring. So
I
went with
want-
AI.
I want an explanation for each one. I just want a quick rundown.
Yeah.
okay, I went AI at point guard. Shooting guard is Kobe. Small forward is KD. Power forward is Duncan. Center is Wilkins, Dominique Wilkins. And then off the bench, I have Jason Kidd, Ray Allen, Carmelo
Okay.
Anthony,
Wait,
Chris
wait, wait.
Bosh,
No, don't say anything.
All right,
Oh,
keep
okay.
going.
Okay.
Dikembe Mutombo, and then I have obviously the Miami Heat half jersey, the Rockets jersey with the Rocket, and then Pat Riley as my head coach.
All right, so Nate, real quick, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
you a favor. I'm gonna move Dominique Wilkins to the 3, move KD to the 4, and move Tim Duncan to the 5. Just because Dominique
Dominique
Wilkins is
Wilkins
not
was a
a center.
forward, bud.
All right.
That's a
you
small
don't gotta
forward.
be like a.
Don't
How
do
many-
that.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just saying he was what was he
No,
shooting
you're
guard, small
not.
forward?
It's the way you're saying.
He's a small forward, power forward. But Nate,
How tall
He
Yeah,
was
mainly
so-
played power forward in his career. That's why.
Okay.
yeah, but for me, I think we could all agree Tim Duncan's more of a center than
Yeah,
Dominique.
Without
would
question. Without question.
Okay, so you
So-
want Wilkins at the 3, KD. Well, I guess KD and Wilkins are like interchangeable.
be. Yeah. So whatever you want to do with your forwards doesn't matter to me. But I think that would just be better for us to rank your lineup as. All right, so Freeman, we'll throw it to you.
Yeah, so my lineup may seem a little interesting because I have, in my opinion, a top 15 player of all time not in my starting lineup. I just think I think I need to make the adjustment so my starting lineup meshes better. So at point guard, I have Magic Johnson. At shooting guard, I have James Harden. At small forward, I have Larry Bird. At power forward, I have Dirk. And at center, I have Wilt. And then my bench, I have Steve Nash at point guard, Tracy McGrady at the shooting guard. This is where I threw Dr. J because I didn't see where Dr. J fit. I think the bench could just run through him. And then I have Nikola Jokic at the 4 and then Dwight Howard at the 5. You can kind of switch those out however you'd like.
Yeah, I like Jokic at the 4 better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
So Jock, let's hear it.
Yeah, I got Oscar Robertson at the 1, Michael Jordan at the 2, Pippen at the 3. I got the dynamic duo. Garnett at the 4, Shaq at the 5, and then off the bench, Isaiah Thomas, Bob Cousy, Paul Pierce, Dennis Rodman, and David Robertson.
Okay, so my lineup, I have John Stockton at the 1, Dwayne Wade at shooting guard, LeBron James at small forward, Giannis Antetokounmpo at power forward, and Hakeem Olajuwon at center. I got Chris Paul at the backup 1, Walt Frazier is my backup shooting guard, Vince Carter my backup small forward, Kevin McHale is my backup power forward, and Patrick Ewing is my backup center. So I'm going to give everyone like 30, 45 seconds just to get your rankings together, and then we can each throw them out there, and then we'll get a consensus going, and we'll end the episode.
I think this is also like if we see we might have to do head to head again as we did last time quickly. I would also like to throw something out there. The Arkansas Razorbacks have lost to the Creighton Blue Jays, and the Arkansas Razorbacks, their stellar defense, gave up 90 points.
And they lost
out
by
to this
2.
is the college
And they lost
sports
by 2. Okay, bud.
So you're telling me they're a top 5 team in the league in college
Not
basketball?
after that. Not after that.
Yeah, okay. Oh, my goodness. Talk about the worst take in the history of podcast at St. Joe's. That was absolutely abysmal. This is why you don't take a team that's 4.
How about you stop? How about you stop and actually type your team, please?
Say again?
Can you type your team for us, please, so we can actually rank your team?
No, I don't have a computer. So I'll read it out loud. You guys can.
All right, yeah,
you
can
guys-
you-
I'll type it.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Nate.
Magic Johnson, James Harden, Larry Bird, Dirk, and Wilt. And then Nash, like this is the bench. Nash, T-Mac, Dr. J, Jokic, and Dwight Howard.
Okay.
I think we should go who everyone I mean, I feel like there's a clear last place.
Oh, I 100% agree.
So are we ready here?
Yeah. Everyone on
Well,
3. 3.
No, give me a few more seconds just to
Can we
make
just name the
sure.
last place team, please?
Yep.
All right. Can we
3.
go 10, 2, 3, 2, 1. Nate.
Nate.
Yeah,
Hey.
Nate.
What?
Shocking, man. I think
I like
after
how he's
this,
just not shocked again.
Nate, I'm sorry. Nate, I don't want to hate on you, but if you're looking at everybody else's teams, I mean,
I'm
It's
confused.
There's so much recency bias in it, man, that it's like
What?
Chris Bosh and Dikembe Mutombo off the bench just aren't
there's
doing
not a
it.
single player that played in the 8. Like, well, I mean, you got Wilkins, and that's it. Like, no one else played before like '97.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot-
I'm still trying to recover from that Dikembe Mutombo pick.
Yeah.
That was horrendous.
I
You picked
don't wanna-
Kawhi Leonard, Jerry
I
West.
blocked MJ once and somehow he got drafted over Yao Ming.
He
he's not
is an
arguing to-
incredible defender. But I don't know. I wasn't a
Yeah,
big fan.
I don't
of him
know either. I think we're all pretty solid. Nate, who did you have last?
I had Sakath. I
Targeting.
didn't like the way how he has Bill Russell and Kareem. I just don't.
Oh,
they
you
just-
know, you two of the most accomplished players of all time.
they just don't mesh though. That's the problem.
Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, but
Half
when
of
you're
these players don't mesh.
I mean, I agree with you and disagree with you because yes, they're two of the most iconic players of all. No, I agree with you, Sakath. Actually, so
We're trying to mix
Um,
players from so many different eras. They're not gonna mesh. We're not
Yeah,
going for meshing here. If we were going for meshing, then Klay Thompson would be taken off the board.
All right, I think this is a good system. So we'll do the on 3 for number. Actually, no. Let's run through.
no, don't do
everyone.
on 3. Just go around for number.
I think it
four.
was just
Yeah,
a clear
that's what
line.
we're gonna do. So
Well,
Go
Can you go?
reverse. Sakath, you go
Want me to
first.
yeah, no,
Go
no.
reverse.
So give us your number 4 team.
My number 4 team, I have Jock.
Oh, that's
Nate, who do you have?
I had Jock as well.
wow.
I had Jock as well.
I have Jock as well.
Are we serious right now?
We are. I mean, it's every single one of us.
Yep.
So,
Yet
yeah.
again,
100%.
Giacomo thinks he's living in a world.
All right, so now we're going
Everybody
3, right?
else is stupid, and he is the only smart one in the world.
That is awful.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, Jock. Who do you have it for?
Sakath.
I
do you
can't.
have it
I
for?
feel like
What?
So I
Okay.
think Saketh almost has to be 3
Well,
at
okay,
this point.
Sakath, who do you
Yeah,
have?
Nate
Who
has
do
a
you have
5.
at 3?
at 3, I have Ben.
Sakath, who do you have at 3?
Ben.
He has me, Ben.
Nate.
I have Ben as well.
No, I'm saying who does Nate have?
Ben.
Yeah, Ben. I
He has,
have Ben
he has
at 3.
Ben.
I have Sakath.
I have Ben at 3.
I have Saketh. If 2 people have Saketh at 3, Nate
Okay.
has him 5.
Sakath is the
Sakath is
consensus 3 then.
Yeah, but we'll go with the debate.
It averages out to 3.
Okay,
You
yeah,
have to
fine.
be 3.
Okay, we can that's debatable. We can debate that.
Yeah,
All right,
I
now
better at
2.
least be moving up 2 spots.
I'm fine
So,
being
I mean,
anywhere 2 to 3.
There's a clear 1-2 then at this point because if a couple
Yeah.
people said me.
I had. Yeah,
Sakath,
I
you're
have.
up.
Let's see. So Saketh, who do you have 1 then? We'll go to 1.
Okay. So I have Freed at 1.
Nate.
And then
I had
Ben,
Freed
and
at
then
1.
you at 2. Hold on, say you're 1 and you're 2 because I don't really remember everyone's
Okay.
ranking.
So I had Freed at 1 and I had Ben at 2. Right? Oh,
Nate.
sorry. I had Freed at 1 and I had me at 2 because I had Ben at 2.
Okay. Nate.
I had myself at 2, and then I had Freed at 1.
Man,
Okay.
Nate.
I had myself at 1. I had Ben at 2.
Jock.
I had Matt at 1. I had me at 2.
I had I had Freeman at 1 and myself at 2.
So
So,
we
I mean,
all had
that's-
ourselves at 2, and we all had Freed at 1.
Except I'm the only one that's actually 2.
I appreciate.
Yeah, I feel like.
the wall.
Okay, here's the thing. I
As
feel
of
like-
now, the consensus is what my
Yeah.
ranking was, which was Matt, Ben, Saketh, Guac, Nate.
Okay, so I
That's
feel
what
like
the
Freed is
group ranking is as
undisputed.
of now.
Yeah, I
Okay,
feel like
can-
Freed
can-
is undisputedly the number 1. Okay,
Oh,
I'm not
we all
even
said
gonna
he's
try.
one,
And,
so yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
I
I'm not even gonna try
appreciate
and
that.
argue with Freed.
So
I
Noah,
feel like
my
I
team's
can-
Done. I'm number 1.
I can debate that I'm the number 2 team. I don't get why.
No, Jock, shut up.
Let's go. Let's go
I
side
can
by side
debate-
right now. Let's go side by side right now.
All right,
So,
let's go.
so hold on. Really quick.
Let me
really
debate
quick,
for 4,
really
bro.
quick.
Let me debate for 4, bro.
I think I'm
There
hang
is
on,
no
Nate.
way
I
I'm
think 4 is
5.
We'll get there, Nate. We'll get there,
If
Nate.
I
We'll
was,
get there.
if I was 3, I could deal with it. I think 4 is
Can
utter
I
disrespect.
mediate this a little bit because I'm kind of
Yeah, go ahead.
like
Because
I'm
I'm involved now,
one.
so you're hosting.
Okay, I'm 1. everyone agreed. So I don't really have any more place in this other than to be the mediator.
Yep.
So I'm 1, and that's locked. Nate,
Yeah.
see, you can make an argument if you'd like in a little bit, but you are last right now. Like, there's nothing that's going to change that. Now, personally, I think Ben. I need to pull up the teams again, but
But this is the thing. I feel like I'm 3 competing with 2 rather than 3 competing with 4.
Who had
I agree.
Ben at 2? Did anyone have Ben at 2?
No.
Wait, everyone had themselves at 2, correct?
Yeah.
Everyone had themselves.
Yeah, it
So
was
where
me
did
and-
everybody have Ben?
3.
I had him 3.
So Ben.
So that would make
Ben
me-
is out of you guys. Ben is the team to beat right now.
And I have a better
because
team.
myself and you
Okay,
also have
so-
me
so-
at 2.
Okay, so this is what we'll do. Let me clear
Hold on.
Jock real quick, and then I'll talk to Ben.
Yeah,
Alright,
you're
so-
not clearing me. I'd kill
Okay,
you.
we'll
I'd
see.
kill you.
Alright,
It's not even kill
Hey,
you.
I clear
let's
Jock?
have this battle.
Wait, no. Let's go like this. How about I try to clear Jock because I'm 5th?
No, Nate,
I
you are
like
you are
that.
out
I
of the
like
equation right now.
No,
Let's work
I
out
actually
the
like the King of the
consensus
Hill
rank.
type of thing.
Okay.
So me versus Nate first.
Yes.
Okay, cakewalk. Let's go, Nate. Go ahead.
All right,
Okay.
hold on. Really quick before we start, I apologize. Chadwick, can you please accept me into this real quick? But like not, you like.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
me?
I got you.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, I can't see the private chat. That's killer. Okay. It is what it is.
All right, go ahead, Nate.
All right.
Start us off.
Okay. Are we
Actually,
explaining
real quick,
why
if
we
it
have
helps,
our
can you
players?
share the screen?
Yo, can someone can you guys
Nate, you had your team on a dock?
all
Yeah.
copy
Alright.
and paste your teams back in there?
Wait, you
Yeah.
want me to share my screen with my team?
Yeah, share your screens for the viewers as well. So
Alright.
Nate, share your screen of your dock, and then I'll put it up. Why is this the smallest handwriting I've ever seen?
Well, it's just not handwriting, Ben.
All right, calm down. All right, there we go.
Hold on,
Let
I'm
me
trying to find it
explain.
real quick.
Allen Iverson
Yep.
is probably one of the only guards who deserved a Defensive Player of the Year and didn't win one.
How
also
are
is
we
a-
doing this? Are we going by
What?
like team as a whole, or are we just gonna go point guard who's better, shooting guard who's better?
No, we can't do it that way. Just go team as a whole.
Okay, like who would win against you? Like how? Yeah, how do you do this?
I
Who
don't.
would
I
win
don't
in let's do who would win in a 7-game series.
No,
that's tough because now we're talking about like
We
how
can't
well
do that either
Yeah, like
because we're
matchups.
comparing.
I think
Yeah,
we
you
should
can't-
just. I think you
You
look at
can't
the
do-
greatness of each team.
Yeah, who
Okay.
has the greater team? If that can make sense to you guys.
So can whose team is up right now?
This is
Fine.
Nate's team.
This is Nate's team, and then is Jock
Yep.
gonna read his team out loud?
No, Jock will put his team up next. Jock, share your screen with me.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying.
Can we have both at the same time? Is that possible?
I don't think so. I'm not that capable, fortunately.
Okay.
probably
I
have to pay
cannot
for that.
share my screen because I'm on 2 different browsers, so I cannot share my screen for my team.
Just. Oh,
Just
all right.
type. Okay.
Just have Nate copy and paste it into that doc.
All right. Wait, you want me to read out my team now?
Yep.
All right.
Oh wait, no.
Wait. Hold up.
Oh, Ben, it's Nate. It's in the chat. Just copy and paste it from
Yeah.
the chat.
Oh, that is small as hell.
So let's just make it bigger.
Smallest.
Small as heck.
Sad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Delete,
my
delete
bad,
the
everyone.
jersey. Delete the jersey and the coach, please, because that's kind of irrelevant in this.
All right.
I'll bold
Let's go.
this.
All right.
Perfect.
So just looking off the top, I win 1-2, point guard, shooting guard.
Whoa.
Okay, are we? Is that how we're doing this or no?
Yeah. How else are we gonna do it?
No, we're doing it as team as a whole because we drafted it full team.
So it's pretty much just you look at both teams. Like we can't do player by player because then
Okay,
like
so
team
this
guys are
shouldn't even
much
be
greater.
close, guys. Come on, this shouldn't even be close.
What do you
It's
mean?
not close. Nate is undisputably
Hey,
number 5.
it's not even close.
How is it not close? Please
Nate,
explain.
Nate, if we're
No,
gonna
no,
just go by
this
position
isn't-
by
this
position,
isn't.
in the starters, you win one position. You win small forward.
I think that's how we have to do it. I think that's how you have to do it. Point
Okay,
guard,
so I win.
shooting
So
guard.
not being biased here, I win point guard, shooting guard. Nate wins small forward. I win power forward, center. Do we all agree on that?
Hold on.
You-
I'm
you
sorry.
don't win power, bro. Power
You win
forward,
point guard. You
Wilkins
win
is-
shooting guard. Nate wins small forward.
I win power forward.
Yeah,
No.
you win power forward.
No,
and-
they are very even. What?
No
Kevin
way.
Garnett,
You're
Dominique
saying Dominique's
Wilkins.
close to Kevin Garnett. Are we serious right now?
They
No.
are They're
Kevin
literally
Garnett's
No, not even close. Not even
No,
close.
They are
Kevin
not
Garnett
close at
and
all.
Dominique Wilkins are not near each other. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
okay.
Not even close.
Okay,
Not
off
even
the
close.
bench, Ray Allen over
Wait, no,
Bob
I'm sorry.
Cousy.
Who did we decide? We're all in agreement. Tim Duncan's a better player than Shaq, right?
No.
Yes,
No.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Center. Nate has him
Yeah,
at
yeah.
center. What are we doing? Nate has him at center.
See, this is where there becomes problems because
That doesn't
Tim
matter.
Dun-
No, that doesn't matter. Tim Duncan's
And
a power
Shaq
forward
is a better
class
player
guy.
than Tim Duncan. What are we doing?
Okay, what you just said?
Well,
Shaq's a
wait, we're
better
going
player
better
than Tim
players.
Duncan?
AI is definitely a better player than Oscar Robertson.
Oh my lord.
No,
Are
no,
we?
No,
Okay.
no.
Stop,
We're
stop,
doing.
stop. That we're done. Oscar Robertson's better than AI. The group voted.
Yes.
Tim Duncan. We're just going on player, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Shaq is
Not
still better than
matchup.
Duncan either way.
Okay.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
See,
No, he's not.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you're diseased, but everyone here believes that Tim Duncan's better than Shaq, right?
All right, fine. So
By-
I
by
take
a
3 out
good
of 5.
amount.
Fine.
I
I
don't-
take 3 out of 5 in this
I,
game.
me, Ben, Nate, Sakath. Which side are you on here?
I don't know. I'm leaning to. I think they're both really equal, but I'll give the edge to Duncan.
Okay.
Duncan
so
is definitely
Tim
better.
Duncan is better. It's 3-2. Jock is one.
Right now, I don't think Jock or Nate's opinions matter. I think it's us three.
I
to be
agree.
fair.
I think that's how it should work.
All right. Jason Kidd and Isaiah Thomas. Come on.
Isaiah Thomas.
Thank you.
Isaiah Thomas.
Ray Allen or Bob Cousy? Ray Allen.
Oh, that's close.
I'm
gonna
gonna call
I
it a
think,
straight. I'm gonna call it a straight tie. Two very different
Yeah.
time periods.
all right.
That's
Two
fair.
very
Fine.
different roles.
Melo versus Paul Pierce. I say
Paul Pierce
Melo's
wipes
better.
him.
I
Pierce
say those
what?
are also two tied. Like
How is that a tie?
No, they're not.
Explain to
It's
me how
Paul
that's a
Pierce.
tie.
It is
Yeah,
Paul
I
Pierce.
think
Paul
it's
Pierce
Paul
is
Pierce.
not better than
I believe that
Carmelo.
Carmelo
What?
Anthony.
No, listen.
I believe
Listen.
that
If
Paul
you're
Pierce is
breathe,
Carmelo
breathe.
Anthony,
Let me say.
but on a good team.
No. Listen. Let me say. If we're saying who is the better basketball player, it is Carmelo Anthony.
No,
but
it's
we're.
not.
But the question is.
Ah, it-
But
it
we're,
is, it
the
is.
question is, but the
But-
question is, we're also comparing greatness. We're comparing accolades, and when you factor that all in, Paul Pierce is undisputably better than Melo.
Not
in our
okay.
eyes.
agree with
Okay, he's better. I think it's close because I think Melo's a better basketball player.
But, yeah,
Paul Pierce was
right now
less-
this is,
Yeah,
this is
that-
a
that
was my
and
point.
me and Saket think he's better.
Okay, that's
To be
fine.
fair,
So then that's 5-2.
Bosch versus
And then-
Rodman. I think Bosch is better
Rodman,
than Dennis
not even
Rodman.
No,
close
no.
again.
I'll take Rodman over Bosch.
I'll take Rodman.
I'm taking Rodman.
Okay, and then I'll take David Robinson.
Mutombo versus Robertson's very even.
No, it's not.
No!
Yes, it is.
Stop.
Regardless of your opinion, Jock's team has already won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
okay.
lost. All right.
It was,
bring out
to be
Kev.
fair
Let's
to
go.
Nate,
I'll
it
do
was
another
closer
team.
than we thought it would be.
I'll
I'm
bring
not gonna
out
lie,
bring
it
out
was
Kev.
closer than we thought. But then I
Bring
Yeah.
out Kev. Let's go.
All right, so
Okay.
Saket's team is next.
Bring him on. I mean, I'm ready to at least be 3, if not 2.
All right,
I think
let's-
2 is a wild stretch, and then I need to read.
I know it's my team, but I won't get into
This
that
is
yet.
it.
until
This
I'm
is
up.
backwards.
Yeah. Is it like? Well, I'm.
Who is the bottom team here? The bottom team is
Bottom
Saket.
team is Sakath. Yeah.
Wait, maybe I'm
All right,
bugging.
what's going on with
Oh,
Saket's team?
okay. It's just
Let me
here.
put- let me
I
put-
can,
let me
I
put-
can,
let me put Jock
I'll
on the
decode
bottom.
it. I'll decode it.
All right, thank you.
For point guard right now,
Yeah.
I've
What
Steph
the
Curry.
heck is this?
Steph Curry is better than Oscar Robertson.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then Saket, you read that. You say your team because I can't
Oh, yeah.
really see that. You say the
So
line.
at the 1, I have Steph Curry, right?
Okay, so
At
you
the
win that.
2, at the 2, I
2
have.
you're gonna lose because MJ. 2
Yeah.
you're gonna lose.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. I have Elgin Baylor, same, whatever. Or no, I had Reggie Miller.
Okay.
So 2, I lose. Yep.
That's really weak. Wow. Okay.
And then 3, I had Elgin Baylor.
Scottie Pippen. I win.
No, you don't.
No.
Yes, I do. Scottie Pippen is better than
All right.
Reggie
All right.
Miller.
All right.
No, you don't.
All right,
what do you
Jock.
think?
Jock,
No, he's not.
Jock
No,
does
he's
not
not.
have.
No, he's not.
We can't let Jock and Saket be debating right now.
Yeah. No, you guys should not be saying much right now. I think that Elgin Baylor is better than Scottie Pippen.
Yes.
I would agree with you.
Oh my.
Okay. Then Kevin Garnett versus Bill Russell. Or Kevin Garnett versus Karl Malone.
Bill Russell.
Wait. What is the what
Who's
is
your
the
power forward? Oh, I'm sorry, Bill Russell. So Bill Russell over Kevin Garnett.
No.
And what?
Dude, Jock, we're
Wait,
talking greatness,
who
man.
just said? Jock, did you just say no to that?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
Jock,
I
we're
did.
talking greatness, dude.
Oh, what the heck did I click? There
Am
we
I
go.
still muted?
No, you're fine.
No,
You're not
muted.
muted.
Jock, we're talking greatness, man. It's
No,
Bill
we are
Russell.
talking greatness.
that's not.
I think
even-
I
that's
think if
just-
it's Karl Malone, I think he wipes. But
Okay,
Bill Russell, the
Hey, yo,
11-time NBA champion.
can we just undeniably put Jock at fourth now because he said that?
no, it's not true.
No.
I think
So,
that the fact that
real-
you just said Bill Russell is worse than Kevin Garnett is ridiculous to me.
Okay,
That's
real quick, I want to put something out there. So is Bill Russell Saquet's starting 4?
Yes.
Yes.
I think
So
that
you're
holds a
running two
little
bigs.
bit of weight. I think that holds a little bit of weight.
Okay, you want me to? You want? Okay.
Because Tim Duncan is a 4-5. Bill Russell is not a 5-4. He is a 5.
Okay, fine. Then put Karl Malone in there. It doesn't matter.
That's fair.
He
Oh,
still
is
Karl
Karl
wins
Malone
either
starting
way.
center?
So I would say Karl Malone over. I think they're very.
Karl Malone
even.
still beats Garnett. It doesn't matter.
But I'll say Karl Malone by a hair over Garnett.
It is.
Agreed. Not
It
by
is.
a hair.
It's.
Karl Malone is
I'm
one
willing
of
to
the
give that a
best
tie.
scorers of all time.
Yeah,
I
I
Karl
agree.
Malone is one of the best scorers of all.
But it was longevity scoring. It wasn't necessarily on a points per game basis. He was-
Freeman and Nate. I think we're willing to give it a tie. Is that fair?
That's fine. Tie. Okay.
All right.
So, all right, can we delete that? Thank you.
Center.
Okay.
All right. So center is Kareem, right?
Center
Mhm.
Kareem. So it's
That's
3-1.
it.
Right? Okay, now
Yeah.
bench. Sakath, who is your starting point guard off the bench?
I believe it's Jerry West.
Can we leave this alone real quick? Because I'm gonna get a headache. Jerry West.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas wins.
Sure.
Okay, Isaiah Thomas over Jerry West. Now, who's your 2 is who?
Well, the bench positions don't matter.
I don't know if we need the typing right now. Maybe I'm bugging.
Yeah, I think we probably have it, Nate.
Yeah.
Okay, so do positions matter in bench? 'Cause I
Yeah,
thought we
just
were-
delete. Can you delete that bench? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
They
thought-
just like pick a guy for it too.
Okay, fine. Kawhi.
At the 2, like Bob Cousy. I mean, but
I'll take Kawhi over Kuzi.
I'll take Kawhi over Kuzi too.
Your opinion doesn't matter, Kev. I'm not gonna lie. No offense. Right now, it does not.
Ben, what do you
guys,
think?
in terms of greatness, Nate. I mean, what you got something to throw out there, or
In terms of greatness, I think they're pretty equal. In terms of who's better, Kawhi.
Kawhi's better, and Kawhi has a better ring than Kuzi. I think Kuzi's rings altogether don't even
know what?
touch Bob Cousy's
I'll,
one ring.
I'll get behind that. It's almost like the Dirk ring. Like it's
Yeah,
so.
that's
it's
exactly
so
correct.
meaningful.
That's exactly
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. All right. So Kawhi clears him.
And yeah, who's next? Sakath.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Charles Barkley
at
at
a 3, but like that's like anyway, I still win anyway. It's close.
the bench. It's all flexes. It's bench.
No, it's not necessarily all flexes.
I
It
think
is.
position holds a little weight. Like throwing Bill Russell at
It
the
holds a
4 is
little
going to
weight.
diminish it a little bit.
No, but that was for the starting lineup. The bench is just free for all.
I mean,
I
but
don't.
then you're looking at like a point guard who's going to play.
No, because
the entire game.
if I'm on the bench, I can go sub him out for my 4, or I could go sub him out for my 5.
If we're
Doesn't
saying
matter.
free for all, why wouldn't my bench just be Moses Malone and like 4 other incredible centers like Dwight
Yeah.
Howard, Patrick Ewing?
yeah,
That's what I'm
no.
saying. I drafted
The
for
positions
positional
have to
value.
hold a little bit of weight. I think that Charles Barkley's greatness over values, like I think that overshadows the positional value of Paul Pierce, and I'd give it to Charles Barkley.
I would
Oh,
too.
That's awful. That is just awful.
It's not awful. But
Charles Barkley, I think Charles Barkley, even though he never won a ring, I think Charles Barkley was more impactful than.
No, he was
Or-
a better player than Paul Pierce ever was. Paul Pierce was
Arguably the
never the
greatest
player.
player to never win a ring. Arguably
Yeah.
the greatest player to never win a ring.
Yeah. So, who's your 4 off the bench, Sakath?
I mean, you guys, it's Bill Russell or Moses Malone. I guess Moses Malone.
No, it's Bill Russell because we put Moses Malone. Oh no. Oh, so it's those are the last 2 you're saying?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
whatever you guys think will give me the best
So,
positional value.
I'll take
I think
I'll put
Malone at the
Moses
4 makes
Malone.
more sense.
Moses Malone over Dennis Rodman.
That's very
Yeah,
easy.
Definitely.
That's very easy. And then Bill Russell over Robertson. So Sakath wins that one. Pretty
Yeah.
handy. It was 7-3
it's-
by my count.
It's a clear 4 and 5.
Hold on. Do not delete Saquets.
Yeah,
I'm gonna delete the starters
Oh,
because we have them up here.
okay.
The argument between Jock and Nate is closer than the argument between
Now,
Saketh
Ben,
and
do
Jen.
you
That's
wanna-
just blasphemous.
No,
Well,
it's not.
that's what just happened.
No, I think maybe my count was different, but I had both of them being 7-3.
That's the thing. I don't think the count it's more of like
Oh wait,
we got to
okay,
see
he's
who
sorry.
wins, but also by how much. Like you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
I think that Jock was closer to Saqueth than Jock was to Nate.
Thank
personally.
you.
but
No.
But I also
nonetheless,
think Jock is the
we have our
undisputed
5-4.
Our 5-4 is no doubt
It's
about
set
it.
in stone. There's no arguing it.
Now here, I'm actually nervous for myself because I have to mediate this
All
between
right, yeah,
Nate
so-
and Jock.
Oh wait, this is your
okay.
team. My bad.
No.
Hold up.
So me and Saketh, not too much arguing, just a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, you can defend your guys a little bit, but yeah, okay. I'm just
Nothing
waiting
out
for
of
that
hand.
team to go in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Saqueth is the team on top.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Curry over Stockton. I'm gonna say Wade over Reggie Miller.
Yes.
I'm gonna say LeBron over Elgin Baylor.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Giannis or Karl Malone.
I would go Malone.
I think because Giannis's career is still somewhat in the question, you have to give them a tie.
That's what I was just about to say. I would take as of right now, I'd take Malone.
I feel like two MVP trophies already surpasses, and his.
I
ring.
disagree with you heavily there. You're talking about a top 2 power forward of all time.
Karl Malone also has 2
No,
MVPs.
see,
if
Jock,
I'm
you
correct.
can't keep doing that, bro. You got to give me something why he's top 2, like an accolade.
Friedman. Karl Malone also has 2 MVPs.
For his entire career, Giannis is 27.
Yeah,
I know.
See, you have to.
And
I'm not over projecting, but you have to project a little bit and say when it's said and done, Giannis is going to be going to be a better player than.
Wait, who's top 2?
Reasonable projections.
I feel like because Giannis is so much in the question, it's not fair for us to go and predict.
I agree with
I don't think
Saqueth
he is in
here. You
question.
can't.
But I don't think there's anything in the question. Like he's 27, he already has 2 MVPs in a ring, and he's playing like he's going to be top 2 at least
Fine,
for another
fine.
MVP.
Would it be
this
fair?
year.
Would it be fair to call it a tie then?
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I'm an advocate for Giannis being.
So am I. I mean, it's my guy, but I think it's very fair to say
Nate,
Giannis wins.
Nate and I'm pretty adamant that Giannis is better, but Nate
I-
and Jock.
okay,
you guys can-
In
I
my
think
opinion,
Giannis
if you
will
want my
finish better.
opinion, I would take Giannis over Karl Malone.
Okay, that's all we need. So Giannis gets the point there. Hakeem or Kareem? That's Kareem.
Yep.
Now off the bench, Chris Paul versus Jerry West. I'll give Chris Paul the edge there.
Yep.
Okay.
Walt Frazier or Kawhi?
Walt Frazier or Kawhi?
Why?
Kawhi.
I would go Kawhi. Vince Carter or
Moses.
Mo-
Wait, no, Charles Barkley.
Just
Charles
Malone?
Barkley.
No,
No,
Vince
it's
Carter and
Barkley.
Charles Barkley. I have
What-
to go Charles Barkley for the same reason I took Charles against Jock's team.
I agree.
I would have
Um,
went Vince Carter.
I'll make
No,
a
you
bit of a
can't.
case. I don't want to get too far out there. I think Charles Barkley at 3 is a bit outrageous.
you're
That's
talking-
all.
I believe Charles
I think
Barkley
Kawhi
has
to
an
2 is a
MVP.
bit outrageous. I mean,
Kawhi could
Kawhi
defend
at
anything,
2 is
though.
not outrageous.
No, Kawhi could definitely
Yeah.
be a 2. He's
Let's
more
look
of
at
a
Vince
small-
That's
Carter-
not far fetched.
Let's look at Vince Carter. Let's
Barkley's
look at Vince
greatness-
Carter and Charles Barkley real quick.
I
They
could
both
pull
have
up
no
their
ring.
careers.
Who is the better player? It's Charles
No,
Barkley.
Charles Barkley is a way better player than Vince Carter, and I think he's
I think
so
that
much
itself
better,
overshadows the
that
positional value.
Doesn't matter here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
I would have
okay.
went Vince Carter. I'm going Vince Carter, but it's 1-1. Jock, you have the.
Yeah.
it's if we're just going off. I mean,
Not
going
better,
off of-
greater.
Skill with a slight positional value.
I
no,
just
not-
think that
dude,
the
not-
fact
it's
is
not-
that I
It's
just
not
think
skill,
that
it's greater. Like
Hey
that.
Ben, you're not allowed to argue right now.
I'm just saying that
I
the
just think
topic of
that-
the show.
I just think that Charles Barkley is just such a better player than
Yeah.
Vince
Okay.
Carter.
I'm in agreement there. So then,
That's fine. I'll accept the loss on that point, but I do want to throw out these are greater players, and Barkley is probably greater also. But I don't want to hear like better player because that's not what we're arguing.
Barkley is still the greater
No,
player.
Barkley-
I
is much
agree,
greater,
but I
much
want to
better.
hear Barkley's the greater player, not Barkley's the better player.
Okay, sure.
okay, that's just my terminology. I mean it. I mean both things.
Kevin
Barkley is
Love.
better. He is great.
I'm just making
That's just
sure we're
what
on
it-
the right track.
Who is
No.
this?
I agree. Who is Kevin?
Oh, I don't know, but I think his 10th is Patrick Ewing, and mine is Oh wait, no. Oh yeah,
Kevin McHale.
oh, Kevin McHale. Okay.
Yeah, Mikhail.
So we're putting Kevin McHale at the 5 or the 4?
No, Kevin McHale's my 4.
Okay, so Kevin McHale versus
Moses Malone. It should be very obvious.
I'd give it to Moses Malone, and then I would Ewing or Bill Russell. I would give it to
Don't even take
no,
it into
no,
account.
no. I don't think it's even. I think Bill Russell wins.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm caught.
It's the
because
weight of how much each point
right
means.
now it's 50-50. But Ben
I think I had
won
more
the
points, no?
starters. Ben won the starters, so I would give Ben an edge because his best players were better than Saquet's best players.
I would disagree with you there. I think Saqueth has more points, and I think that Saqueth's all-around team is better.
Thank
What, do
you.
you mean
guys.
what does more points mean?
Well,
I
you guys,
think
you guys did
out
the
of-
whole 7-3. That whole thing.
I have him at
that case-
5-5.
I have it at 6-4 Saqueth.
Yeah.
I think it's fair.
Round it
So
out.
I think it's fair for me and Saket to both make our arguments now. After that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No,
take.
first of all, it was 6-4. I was an advantage, right?
Yes,
All right,
it was
just
6-4.
make sure. Let me just make sure. Curry's better. Reggie's not. Elgin Baylor's not. Karl Malone. We
Is-
ended up giving it to Giannis.
Oh, it's
No, we
5-5.
said that was a tie. We said that was a tie.
No,
Eight,
I
I
nine.
think he gave it
Did
to
you
Giannis.
say
Nate
Giannis?
said Giannis.
Nate said Giannis.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I said Giannis.
That's awful.
And
All
then
right.
Kareem is better. So that's 4-1 in the starters, bro. That's Curry. No, I'm sorry. I'm
3-2.
sorry. That is 3-2. And then Chris Paul's better, Ewing's better, and
Ewing is not better.
Yeah.
Ewing is not better, excuse me. So it's
He
that
won,
leaves
he
that-
won one. He won one in the bench.
I just think that the gap
So technically,
between-
I did win by one.
I think the
Just
gap
points
between
wise.
Elgin Baylor and LeBron is huge.
Yeah.
And-
So I think it's fair for me and Saket to both make our debate since this is so close.
Okay, sure. Hold on, really quick before we go. Jock and Nate, what side are you leaning to? Because right now
Yeah.
I'm on Ben's side.
I'm
Saqueth.
on Ben.
Okay, now
That doesn't
you
decide
have
anything.
to listen with an open mind, but
Yep.
go.
We'll debate. So Saket, you want to go first? Or you're gonna let me
Just
go.
give your argument.
No, you
and then-
could go first.
All right, so I'll just make this full screen again. Freeman mentioned it a little bit earlier. I think the weight of each point matters. I think LeBron over Elgin Baylor is massive. I think the distance between the two is incredible. Curry is better than Stockton. I'm not here to argue that. It's close.
That's pretty massive too.
I wouldn't
I
say
don't
it's
think
massive.
it's massive.
It
Great-
is massive.
Greater
Curry's the
Curry
player.
is-
second player of all time as well.
Curry is
You could
the
make an
second
argument
best
John
point guard.
Stockton and Steph
I
Curry are
personally-
very similar on the
No,
offense.
stop it. Stop.
I have
Stop,
Curry
that
at
is-
two.
All right,
I have
Saket,
Curry at
you got
two,
your
and
time
I
to
have
debate.
Stockton at 3
Alright,
in terms
fine.
of point guard rankings.
Ben, go ahead.
In terms of, I mean, I just Stockton leading the all-time records in assists, and hey, Curry is a greater.
I will
player.
say, for Ben's team, Stockton makes sense.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
No,
I
yeah,
won't
yeah,
even,
we can't
I
do
won't
that.
even
We can't
accept that support. We're not going to do that. So
Okay,
what-
continue. Ben.
yeah, what I'm saying is, like, Curry's a better player and a greater player, but it's close in that greater category because of the assist record, because of the steal record. That's my take on that.
You also
see,
forgot about the chips and the MVPs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
Well, it's
I'm
not an
arguing for my-
edge. It's a big disparity between the two.
I don't think it is. I
4
don't think
rings
it
and
is.
really
2
not.
MVPs.
So, hold
one
on.
of them being
Saket,
undisputed.
Saket, what is a bigger gap? Curry and Stockton or Elgin Baylor and LeBron?
Oh, Elgin Baylor and LeBron. But I'm
Okay.
not. I'm saying there is a still almost like it's almost equal. I think.
I'll
between-
say right
it's not
here,
almost
No.
equal, but it's
For
definitely
Curry and Stockton, it's like 60-40.
No, stop. Stop. I'm not
I would,
gonna-
yeah. So that's actually a great way to do this. That's an incredible way to do this, Nate. Actually, I appreciate that. So yeah, Curry and Stockton, I'll say like 65% Curry. That's what I'll go for that.
No, it's at least
It's
80%.
it's undisputed that Curry is better
I'm
and greater.
gonna go 70-30.
I'm not
I think it's
arguing that. It's,
minimum 80.
all right,
No, no,
Saket,
no.
you
I
got your
think
time to
70
debate. Dude.
If
All right,
Saket is gonna say 80, and you're gonna say 60, and I
65.
personally say 70, I think 70's got to be what you call it.
All right, so 70 30 Curry. Now, that's not saying that 30% of people think Stockton's better. It's just like it kind of makes sense here.
All right, are we gonna fix
Dwayne
that?
Wade
or
and
no?
Reggie Miller.
Are
I
we
think it's the
writing
same.
that down?
So wait, what are we 70-30?
Dwayne Wade and Reggie Miller. I would say
Yeah, I think
70-30 as well.
I would
No.
say Wade. I would say Wade gets the advantage. Like, are we going into the fives? I would give it 65-35.
Yeah.
No, I would go 70-30. I would go 70.
I wouldn't.
Again.
I
So
think
I
I
think
think it's,
70-30 is
it's
fair.
much closer. I think people just naturally underrate Reggie Miller because he didn't win the
Reggie
championship.
Miller. I think Dwayne Wade was better. but
Reggie
Dwayne
Miller
Wade
did
was
more for his
also
team.
Far greater.
Reggie
Saket,
Miller did more for his
No,
team.
Saket, you're thinking about the big three. You got to think about other teams that Dwayne Wade was on with the Heat.
Yeah.
Okay, the one where he had Shaq as almost MVP.
No, wash.
Shaq was like terrible. What?
Shaq was having a MVP season without defense.
Wash.
What?
Shaq.
It was not wash Shaq. Shaq was having a almost MVP season. He got the MVP taken by Steve Nash that year.
Type? Jeez.
I believe Kobe got it stolen from him by Steve Nash.
No. If you look, Shaq was having a crazy season. He was just so defensively bad that they gave it to Nash.
Okay, this isn't. All right.
Yeah,
Can we
this is
get
a
back
lot,
under?
All right.
Yeah,
So
let's
we're back on. So I think me and Jock both said 70-30. Freeman said 65. Nate, you have a take on this?
For
Reggie Miller versus Dwayne Wade.
I would say it's like 70-30 for Dwayne Wade.
So I think that's
You
fair.
got it.
70-30, I think you have to call it that then. 'Cause I said
70-30.
60.
Well, no, that's at shooting guard, Nate.
Yeah, I'm dumb. Okay, hold on. I'm like,
Guys, Elgin Baylor, LeBron. I'm saying 95-5.
I'm saying
I
I think
90.
it's 90-10. I think it's 90-10.
90-10.
Not 90-10. I think let's only go by intervals of 10. 90.
Yeah, I
Okay,
agree. I think it's 90-10.
That's fine. I'm pushing it. That's fair. Karl Malone and Giannis.
I feel like it's fair to call this 55-45 at the max.
50-50.
No, it's
I
not.
think-
50-50.
I personally think it's
we already
50-50.
We already have it down that Giannis is better.
I'm going
Oh, Nate,
55-45.
if you wouldn't mind writing the winning player next to each one, just so we
Alright.
can make sure. So Curry, Wade, Braun,
Or just say
and then-
Ben. Just say like Ben.
Or yeah, Ben, Saket. Yeah, actually, that's
I
fine.
want to contest the Curry one again because I feel like if Wade Reggie Miller is 70-30, then Curry Stockton is at minimum 80.
Oh,
No,
dude.
no,
I don't know.
Saket,
I don't know.
Saket, I'm on your side here. You're pushing it there. No,
You're
So-
underrating
Stockton was
Stockton,
good.
dude.
You're
I'm not.
underrating
You're
Stockton.
You guys are
Yeah,
underrating 4 chips and
Hold on.
2.
Are we only if we're only doing intervals of 10? Are we only doing intervals of 10?
Yeah, but that's what makes this. I don't think only because this power
For
forward.
this
Okay,
one,
I
we
think
have to
for the
do
most part,
fives.
it's only intervals of 10, but that's 55-45.
Because you can't give it 60-40 either way. It has, but you
Okay.
can't give it a tie.
Listen, I feel like you guys are just massively underrating 4 chips and 2
All right,
MVP.
center Kareem and Hakeem.
This should be like 70-30 too.
This is
No, 70-30 I think is crazy. I think 60-40.
So do I. Hakeem is the second best center of all time in my eyes.
Oh no! Stop it!
All right, we
Stop.
won't get into that because we've been going for 2 hours and
Yeah,
20
but
minutes.
that is awful. No.
Okay,
I
that's
think
fine.
60-40 is most definitely fair.
I agree with 60-40 with
I agree with
Friedman.
I would have gone 60-40.
Okay, so 60, that's great. So as of right now, Ben looks like he's beating Saket
my
Come on.
strength is in the bench.
pretty
Though.
strongly.
My strength is in the bench. I'll say
You're-
that.
Okay, well, let's
But
get
I'm
to the
this
bench.
one
having
is
your
like his
strength in the
hitter.
bench. Like I'd rather like your
The starting lineup
strength
is more valuable. I
important.
want to throw that out there.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the bench, Chris Paul and what is it, Jerry West?
I personally think this is 50-50.
I agree.
Chris Paul, I would
absolutely
say,
not.
wins
Absolutely.
60-40.
Well,
I agree with
greatness also considers who did most for the game, and I think Jerry West did a lot for.
That's
I
no,
was
that's
just gonna say,
icon.
he's the
That's
logo.
icon.
No,
If
no,
we're
no,
talking
no.
greatness,
I think being
no.
on the logo, that's the most overrated accomplishment in the history of
Because
basketball.
Saket,
That's
if we're
just-
doing how they changed the game, Curry wins 100-0.
Yeah, sure.
No, we're not sure. We're not doing that.
But okay, I think it's fair. I think this is another one personally. I think it should be 55-45 with
That's fair.
Chris Paul.
That's fair.
So do
I would go with that. I don't think it's 60-40.
Okay. All right. We have Walt Frazier versus Kawhi Saket.
Yeah.
We
Kawhi.
might have to scroll or make this.
I
small.
think it's
Kawhi,
Kawhi.
and I think
This is 70-30.
Yes, I think it's 70-30. Yes, that's exactly what I think.
This is
it
70.
70-30
Kawhi does
meaning
everything.
Kawhi wins.
Kawhi does everything Walt Frazier does, plus an offensive, like amazingly great play.
Y'all are like heavily like disrespecting Walt Frazier. That's all.
No, Nate, shut
I
up.
think we're
Walt Frazier was
disrespecting
Walt
Nate.
Frazier was
Nate,
nothing
I'm a
but
Knicks
defense.
fan. Nate, I'm
Walt
a Knicks
Frazier,
fan. It's 100%
Walt
70-30.
Frazier was Patrick Beverly, but bigger. That's what Walt Frazier
No,
was.
no, no,
Don't
no.
you
Oh, okay,
dare.
Not compare those
okay,
two.
okay,
Walt
okay,
Frazier's an
okay.
all-time great, but Kawhi
I
wins
agree with the
70-30.
70-30. The Patrick Beverly take is just disrespectful. And that's
That
Seven-time
is
totally wrong.
All-Star,
disrespectful.
7-time All-Defensive First Team.
No, no, no.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
fine
that
with
is all-
70-30.
70-30 is correct, but to call him a glorified Patrick Beverly is just wrong.
Yeah.
You're just
Patrick
wrong.
Beverly's a role player. Walt Frazier was a star that led a team to two championships.
I mean, Walt
right.
Frazier's okay. Yeah.
What do we have next? We have my 8th is Vince Carter, and it's Charles Barkley.
Charles
This is
Barkley.
this is
and
also
Carter.
70-30.
I think
No,
it's 60.
not.
I'd go
It's
60-40
60-40
I'd go
because of
60-40.
positional value.
Because
of
Charles
positional value.
I
Barkley
agree.
is
I think
massive, and he's
60-40.
playing
Yes,
small forward.
yes, because of positional value.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, that's fine with me. Power
Okay.
forward, I have Kevin McHale, and Saketh has Moses Malone.
I think
60-40 again, it's Kath.
I think 70-30.
60-40 again.
Over Kevin McHale, you guys are giving Moses Malone 60?
I'm
It's at
giving him
least
70. I'm giving him 70.
It's 70.
Oh, I think it's a lot closer.
It's
Moses Malone is really
is
good.
Moses Malone is a
All right, Nate.
Top
Nate is the
7 center
mediator
all
here.
time.
Nate, is it 60% for Moses or is it 70?
I would go 70.
Okay.
Brutal. All right,
I'm
I have
sorry,
60.
bro. Like, I
I'm
thought you had
very happy.
Patrick Ewing against him.
All right, 70. Type it in.
Nate,
It-
70-30. No, for power forward, Nate.
Yeah, I know, but
This
I
next
thought you had
one better
Patrick
be
Ewing
90-10.
against him because I was looking.
Bill
at
Russell versus Ewing. That is 90-10.
No.
Like
It
no,
is.
it's not.
It is.
No, that's like a
that is 90-10.
No, it's
I think that
absolutely
should be a 5. I think that's 75-25.
Greatness. Think
I
about
agree- I
greatness.
not. I think
completely
it's
agree with Josh.
75-25.
I think it's a 75-25.
What
I
has
agree with
what
Josh.
has Ewing done to earn 25 points of greatness?
Saketh,
If Michael
Bill-
Jordan wasn't alive, Patrick
What
Ewing
has
would have
Bill
multiple
Russell
rings.
done other than win his
11
rings with 5
championships,
Hall
the
of
most
Fame
championships
teammates?
ever. That
With
is
5 Hall
greatness
of
if
Fame
I've ever
teammates.
seen it.
With
That
5
is
Hall of Fame
greatness.
teammates. With 5 Hall of Fame teammates.
Okay? And
So-
he still won 11 chips as the main piece of the team.
As the
One
main
of.
piece, I believe he averaged 18 points per game for his career.
Okay, scoring was much lower back then. And also he was more his defensive
But if
value.
you want to
was-
look at, you can't say scoring was much lower and then in the same breath look at his rival Wilt Chamberlain, who was putting up 50 a game in some seasons. So scoring wasn't necessarily lower. It was lower, but that wasn't why Bill Russell only had 18 a game. He wasn't a very great scorer.
but
I personally would go with 70-30 because I think Bill Russell's overrated, but 75-25 I'm okay with.
So am I.
Okay.
Saketh, the difference between Russell and Ewing is not the difference between LeBron and Jordan.
Okay, sure.
All right.
All right, so we gotta. So these, I say we give these like an extra 20 points because
I think that's I think we're over it. Like let's
Yeah, let's just do the eye test. Me and Saketh will not say anything else from this point, and you guys decide it.
Okay. I think that Saketh has.
Siketh has
think
the
that
better
Ben-
bench, but Ben has the better starting lineup.
Ben
has the greater team?
A much
No,
better
yeah,
starting
it-
5.
I'll let you throw that out there. The greater team, and then me and Saketh are on mute.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the
I was
greater-
gonna say, can you guys both go on mute? Like, all right, so they're both muted.
Yeah, we are.
I believe that Ben has a much, a very solid amount better starting lineup, and the starting lineup is what matters the most in this.
Yeah,
And Saketh has, by a little bit larger margin, a better bench.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
if
But
if Ben
No,
has
no,
this
no
much
buts.
of a better starting 5, then Saketh has this much better, where it's just a little bit more. But I think that the starters matter so much more than the bench players. So I go with Ben still.
I'm just looking at
Actually,
bench.
I lean more towards Ben after doing this than I was to begin with.
Oh, I'd completely disagree with you. I'll lean more towards the Keth after doing this. You look at Ben's only win on the bench, it's 55-45. And the only really wide margin is the small forward because it's LeBron against a nobody. So yes, Keth's team is way more well
So
rounded.
what wide margin does
The
the
70-30 right here. It's
does
just
the Keth have on the
70-30,
top?
but okay.
What large margin does Saketh have on the starters?
On what do you mean? On the starters?
Yeah, he doesn't really have much that blows.
No, I'm saying on the
anybody away.
bench. He just
One.
wins.
But
Again,
you're looking at
Ben's-
I weight starters
Ben's
starters
two-
so much more.
Two
than
of Ben's
bench.
wins are 55-45. Is that like enough to say?
I don't
So
understand
that's like another two players that you could like throw up in the air and call almost even just for that.
that, but you can't because we're in the consensus is that Ben's players are better.
I will
You
say
can
right
say,
now,
okay, throw
I
him up in the
value
air.
a starting lineup more than I value a bench. Because
Way
on a
more.
bench,
Way
you could literally put 5 centers. I'm sorry.
I agree. I think I agree. I think that the starting lineup, if you look at a basketball game, the starting lineup plays 75% of the game, 70% of the game. That's what matters the most. And Ben's is just flat out better, and it's by a very strong margin.
If we
So-
put this, if these teams played,
No, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You can't say if they both played.
fair,
I'm
but-
going Ben because I think starting
So-
lineup should matter much, much more. And it does matter much, much more. And his is better.
I'm,
So
I'm
my
going
reason
Ben
is-
because this
Yeah.
right here, these three, I think this does it. These three right here.
No,
I
but,
think
like, to be
that
honest,
Dwayne Wade,
I-
LeBron James,
again-
and Giannis are far greater than
No. It's Wade and LeBron. Yes, not Giannis. No,
I think Giannis is
Giannis-
greater.
I don't
No, he's not.
understand why
He's
Giannis.
just not.
Giannis, as of now, has a better career than.
No, he doesn't. No, he does not. If
Moses-
Giannis wins another
then-
MVP or another ring, then yes. But as of right now, no.
That is blasphemy.
He has 2 MVPs.
Can we
too. I
play
think
the?
it's
Can we
Tom
play
Warner.
the?
Carl has 2 MVPs.
Okay, but Giannis is 27 years old. So if we're looking at accolades, you got to see how Giannis.
If we're
and
looking
Karl
at
Malone-
who has done, you gotta understand they have similar resumes, and then you look at the ages.
that's
one's
exactly
retired,
correct. That's
one's
exactly,
retired,
that's
one's
exactly the point I'm
27.
trying to make. They have similar
my vote-
resumes, but one is 27 and one played, I believe, like 17 or 18 years in the NBA, and they're done.
My vote doesn't even matter. Ben won, so
Yes,
But
it does.
You have to look at this objectively. You
Oh well, yeah.
can't- All right. So what's the final? I think Ben wins.
I say Ben wins.
That's
I
it.
just- Yeah, that settles it. I value starting.
like to
lineup
do-
over bench.
Are we running through me and are we running through
No,
me?
Freed,
and
I think you ran through Ben. I think me and Ben were really
Can
comfortable.
we do it? Can we do it quick? Can we do it quick?
I
I
want
don't
to
think it's even
concede.
necessary.
I want to concede just because it's currently 11 p.m., but it's very tempting. It's up to you guys. Me and Freed are down, but it's up to you guys.
I gotta
think
go.
we can do
I
it in
gotta
5
go.
minutes.
Bro, I have to.
Yeah,
go.
I don't
I
think
gotta
it's-
go.
How about me and Freed just go at it then?
All right.
All right. See you.
I'm
Together,
on
sticking
board.
around. You heading out.
I can stay
I'll
around.
be heading out as well.
All right.
I'll be
Nate
the
will our
mediator. I'll be the
Freed.
mediator.
All
I'll
right.
be the
I'll see you
mediator.
guys.
All right. I
Oh.
just posted mine in they act like they got stuff to do. We all know that's not true.
Yeah.
All right, let's can you flash my team up on the screen real quick? Just so I don't think this will
Oh,
take
yeah.
long.
Nate,
I don't think
I
anyone
removed the
here
screen.
plays summer.
Oh wait, hold up. I gotta open
Sorry
that
about
up
that.
again.
Freed, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how much of a chance I have against you, but I guess we'll find out.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes I was concerned it would be underappreciated, my roster, but
No, but the thing is, I appreciate it the most out of any of us. So like it's
All
just
right.
like
okay. Then I just want to run through it real quick because if we're gonna, I don't like to do things halfway. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to do
Yeah.
the whole thing if we're gonna do it. But yeah, I cannot believe Arkansas lost. That makes me so happy.
it was, and I picked him too. So I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this right now.
No,
I
think
shared
you
screen.
just- that solidifies that as the worst take in the history of
I mean,
podcasts.
Creighton is legit too. I
Wait,
think
you
that's
guys,
what-
you can make that just bigger because I don't think we're gonna do the percentage things.
Yeah, we're not. It was a great, Nate. That was an incredible shout because that was a perfect way to do it.
Yeah, that was a great idea. All right, so I'll count them out. Magic's better than Stockton. Who we call
By a
better,
good amount.
Harden or Wade?
I think
I
we'll
think
call
this-
50-50.
I think this is 50-50, actually.
Okay, so we'll call it a tie. We'll skip that. Larry Bird or LeBron? It's Braun.
LeBron.
It's about as close as you could get if we're talking small forwards, but it's Braun. Dirk or I would say Dirk has the edge. Over
Yeah.
Giannis.
I
I'd
would
say
say,
Dirk.
I would say so as well.
And then I would have Will. I have Will over Hakeem personally all time.
I do as well.
Oh, brutal. All right, well, I got to concede to that, but I do think Hakeem is number 2. But if I'm alone on that, I can't do much.
That's
It
fair, though.
depends
That's
on what
fair.
you value. If we're looking at
Yeah.
numbers, strictly numbers, Wilt Chamberlain's the best player to ever touch a basketball.
Yeah, but you got to weigh it somehow.
Yeah,
so,
no,
yeah.
I understand. Then, Steve Nash or Chris Paul. That's God,
Nash. I go Nash.
I would go with Nash too, just because he has the MVP and he won a little bit more than CP3.
Yeah, I would also go Nash as well.
So a lot of these are closer than I would have thought, but T-Mac or Walt Frazier.
I can't. I am a big T-Mac fan, so I'm gonna stay out of this.
Yeah,
What do you think,
I
Ben?
think the great for me it's the greatness argument. Like you guys can decide what you want, but I don't know. Frazier's 2
I
rings.
think
T-Mac.
the ones that have been 50-50, maybe there's one or two that both gone my way. I'll give this one to you. I mean, I think Walt Frazier is far greater, but T-Mac is, I think, far better. So we'll give it to
I
Walt
completely
Frazier.
agree.
Vince Carter or Dr. J. I mean, Dr. J.
Dr. J.
Dr. J.
Jokic or
Jokic.
Jokic or
Mikal.
McHale. I think we're all in agreement. It's Jokic.
Yeah.
And then Dwight Howard and Ewing, I think, is another, like, deadlock.
I would-
tie.
Yeah, I would
it's
say like
50-50.
50-50 or maybe 55 for me, but I would say 50.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, I actually think my rankings were perfect. I think I ended up getting. Oh, me and you both have the same exact rankings.
Yeah, I said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I had to be humble. Like I know everyone put themselves as 2 pretty much, but I thought I was legitimately 2, and
No,
I was.
I agree. I agree.
So bit of a weird ending. We're about halfway down to what we originally started with. Also, guys, I want to throw this out there: 2 hours and 33 minutes.
Unbelievable.
That
That's how we
is
do it.
insane.
That is how
I
we
am
do it.
so exhausted, but I couldn't be more happy that we got this done tonight. I would say it's my favorite episode of all the sports
Oh,
shows. if I
without
had to say
question.
that right now.
Without
Easily, yeah.
This episode was incredible. I hope we reach all age ranges from kids playing 2K with some of these guys to people that got to watch some of these all-time players in their prime. So I think that's going to do it. Saketh and Jock left us earlier. So for Nate Perez, Matt Freeman, I'm Ben Chadwick. Thanks for watching the 2.5 hour special of This Is a Basketball Show.